but we have a new man on the show. What's up, Scarlet? Oh, you're muted, man.
Yes, I am. I realized that halfway through the
Drink.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. A little bit nervous, first time being on a big stream like this.
We're only little, really. We're only babbies.
Little baby.
Yeah, but I'm gonna flatter you either way, because then you'll treat me nice.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Nice.
I won't
Gotta butter you up.
burn you alive. We'll see.
Oh, be nice.
I guess that's one way of calling me hot.
Yeah, true. Exactly. Yeah. I'm glad you understand me. So, let's.
3 hours of this.
I know we're gonna get along like a house on fire. So let's get started in today's session. So we're actually into episode 3 of Dark Heresy. Let's go around and ask our players, first of all, who you are and who you're playing, races and classes and that sort of stuff, and then we'll get into a little recap of the previous session. So Skagif, our Decker, what is up, my friend?
Yeah, so I'm playing this guy called Volkart Decker, a psyker from a void ship.
I love how Swedish people say void. Void. Yes. And he's got a little bit of a condition at this point, doesn't he?
No,
A little bit of a problem.
No, he's kind of having his own tormented demons, cold voices inside. He has his friend's leg tucked inside his shirt.
That's right. We'll get into why. We'll get into why Volkart has his friend's leg stuck in his shirt in a few minutes.
You say friend.
Yeah, well, yeah. In fact, Windbjorn is out of action for today's session, but he'll be back next week. So, Rachel, who are you
Hello. I am Naviatora, unknown to the rest of the group as being highborn, quite pale, like lanky, black and purple hair and a ponytail down to the side, nice massive scar across her face.
Of course, it's Warhammer. You have to have scars.
Of course, yeah.
Everyone in this world is scarred. So Richard.
I'm not Richard for the last bloody time.
Make it happen, Touchpad. So Scarlet, what about you, my friend? We haven't seen your character before, so
Exactly, we have not. And due to the group not having seen me yet, I don't know if I should give a full description. I feel like I should leave that element of surprise.
Give us a little taster. They can keep player character knowledge.
Well, a little sample spoonful. I'm going to be playing Lucius Verus, a Imperial Guard from a feral world. Big, bald, quiet, creepy dude. You'll get to love him eventually.
Learn to love him. What's up, Tiger? How you doing, my friend? What's up, Gareth? Alright then, so let's do a little recap. Between Skagif and Rachel and myself, we'll try and remember exactly what happened. Of course, we do have the catch-ups on the website, exclamation point catch-up. You can go read like a full write-up like I do every single week for all of our shows. And also, I've got a new series on YouTube that I'm doing for every week. I'm going to do the Encounter catch-up, where you guys can be kind of run through every single show and everything which happens in a bit more detail. So the actual... That one just went up on YouTube, actually. So, anyway, let's get into for you guys here, so you don't have to go anywhere. So, Skagif, you guys, throwing under the bus here, you guys were recruited by Inquisitor Carcallus, and part of the Ordo Hereticus, a group of people who look into heretics, rather than demons or anything else, and you were sent to a world named Quadis. Do you remember what your task upon this world was?
It was an easy task. Find the bastards, eliminate them, and kind of dispose and go home, celebrate, get a ship, and live long after. Yep.
Exactly, yeah. Due to the graphic nature of this character, viewer discretion is advised. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm doing good, Tiger. I'm doing good, buddy. It's actually cooled down a bit here in the UK, so I'm feeling a bit better. So, Rach, you landed on this planet, but not all went well, did it? Because you tried to get clearance to land, but you ended up lying about having any clearance, and you tried to convince them that you're in some kind of secret society. So that didn't go too well. You ended up getting captured after murdering several guardsmen, but Winbjorn's character actually managed to convince the captain...
You say murder. I mean, self-defense.
It's a pretty black and white area of the law, actually. Right? I mean, you did shoot him first. Anyway,
No comment.
You you went there, and you convinced the captain that actually you were part of a secret organization, and that you were a very important individual, and Wimbjorn's character was actually just looking after you, and he was a bodyguard. So he let you go after some convincing. I believe he used like a nat 20 on that one, and you went into the Masquerade Ball, and there's this huge festival going on in Zycar for the moment, and this Masquerade Ball is happening, everyone's wearing these weird masks. There's a panther, I think Bjorn's character is wearing the cock mask, and you met this Heron Masked Man, and the Heron Masked Man, he seemed a bit odd, he seemed a little bit strange and sinister. And he told you about this beast house that he was a part of, where all sorts of debauchery and sports were available, and you followed him to your tent in the second episode, or to his tent rather, in the second episode, but he wasn't too kind in that he drugged you. You were knocked out once you got down to the sewers, and you awoke in these red cages. Step 1, find the bastards. Step 2, try and eliminate the bastards. Step 3, start worshipping friend's severed legs. Step 4, profit? Profit? Saxus, don't worry, Wimbjorn's going to be back next week. He has to take the week off, so...
We all miss Wimbjorn at the moment.
Yeah, we'll miss him, but you don't have the tank, so you guys can be screwed.
He will be here.
Well, I don't really miss him. I have his leg.
You've always got his leg. Wherever, yeah, you
Remember,
never feel
Remember,
alone.
you have the Emperor's leg.
Yeah, that too.
Indeed. So yeah, and you went down to this beast house, you got knocked out, you found yourself in this Colosseum of Pain, which is a great name for the episode. I should have called it that. The Colosseum of Pain! Welcome. Are you not entertained? And you, you fought yourself out of here. These spindly creatures named Spindlemores, because they were spindly and they had maws, started attacking you, but you were saved, Volkar, and what were you saved by? Do you remember? The wiki, the power of the wiki.
The power of the wiki and some crazy crackpot doctor.
Yeah, it was a really good, like an iPad thing, tablet.
The wiki will haunt us forever.
Yeah, the wiki pages has been really good. I mean, Volkard really did a cool thing. He came into a cool show and kind of.
So the wiki, for the honest review of what the data slate is, it's a donation from Saxus for a magic item, and it actually started turning Volkar insane, but it did manage to control the Spindlemores insofar that they became docile and they managed to escape. Upon escaping, you were in these tunnels, these series of caves. You had no idea where you were going. You ran past this medical bay, and you kind of looked in the window as you were running past, and you see this dying Inquisitor. You guys stepped in there, obviously, because you sensed plot, and you went inside. Xanthus was there. Oh, by the way, remember to mute Arena when you're type Arena. The Inquisitor was dying. He said his name was Xanthus. He had this big like cavity from like a shotgun blast or something from within him, and he told you a bunch of plot was what he gave you essentially. He was the plot vomit, and he splurted forth all his information. He'd been sent here as well. He'd been captured by this Heron Masked Man and another man named Marcus Vulpa, who is apparently some kind of politician. You don't know who he is really, but he has the name Marcus Vulpa. So that's your kind of main lead. And then he said, burn my body, because they can't find my body. If they find my body, they can use it for all sorts of nefarious ends. And he said, purge the heretic, find the bad guys and blow them up, basically. Like any good acolyte wants to do to please their Inquisitor. So you burned his body.
Burned an Inquisitor. We're heretics ourselves now. It's got
He
to
asked you to do it. It's fine. You know, it's cool. You burn him on his orders, but Wimbjorn's character was doing it. He kind of put the propellant on him to like increase the burning, but some of it went over his legs due to a viewer decision where you guys decided what happened. You guys decided, most cruelly, I might add, most cruelly, that Wimbjorn's character's legs both fell off. and that Skagger's character, Volkart, would worship one of them as a god. So that actually happened. That's all I can really
And
say.
I will try again to steal that leg from you.
And Skagger's character, Volkart, is now being turned insane
No.
for by this leg, which he believes is the Emperor's leg, because the wiki, this data slate, which is clearly evil and insane, has told him that it's the Emperor's leg. So it must be true, right? Anyway, so you went and found a doctor, and the doctor actually put on some cybernetic legs onto Wimbjorn's character. But unfortunately for this week, Carrick Fool is actually out of action whilst he is like getting used to his new cybernetic legs, essentially. So you don't need to worry; it's all fine. He's saying his legs together. What was that, Saxus? You're fine. Is in crystal order. Exactly. Yeah. You're fine. You're fine. So that is where we begin today's session. The last thing you did was you had a very awkward conversation with Agent Grimm, who is your contact upon the city of Zykarth in Quadis, and you said, "Let's meet up." And he said, "Okay, meet me later tonight in this back alley, basically." And he gave you coordinates on your data slates. So, without any further ado, we'll get started. I'll remind you guys, if you haven't retweeted, at 25 retweets, you guys get to decide what happens in the game. And we are already, we're already at 11 retweets, so we're almost halfway there at the beginning. So last time you decided that both of Wimbjorn's characters' legs would pop off and that Skagith would start worshipping them. So if you want some crazy shit like that to happen, then all we need to do is retweet. And of course, if you're new to the show, then we do encourage you to hit that follow button and join us. It's the best way to keep track of all of our shows. And all we do here, we're 5 nights a week, 9 shows a week. Actually going to be opening up a 10th show pretty soon. So we're going to be doing at least 40 hours every week of D&D and other RPGs and stuff like that, so it's going to be pretty busy. And of course we've got a 24-hour stream coming up in the next few weeks as well. I'm not going to drop the hot exclusives to the date for that yet, but it's coming up soon, as well as a bunch of other cool events that I'm actually going to be attending in the UK within the next month for free. So let's get started. And of course in 3 hours we've got Pirates of Cold Harbor starting. So be sure to stick around for that one as well. So let's get started. Rachel, what does Noviatora look like as we see her? In the dark alley, so we're going to meet you first.
Pick on me first, thanks.
Yeah.
At the moment, apart from the description I gave earlier, very tired, worn out. She's got a nasty cut across her chest, which is only marginally bleeding now. But yeah, she's looking a bit worn out and just eager to get this over with and find out who's to blame for the Inquisitor's death.
Indeed,
Burn
indeed.
the heretics.
Burn the heretic. Skagith, what does Volkart's Decker look like?
I think it's normal height, black hair, kind of brushed back, a little bit muscular built, and all sorts of implements with a little bit of tubing and stuff.
Yeah, a little bit of
like,
tubing.
you know,
Couple of tubes in there, just wiring them around. It's all good.
Just a couple.
Just for safety.
Yeah.
So we're going to meet you guys, first of all, in a dark alley later this evening where you're meeting Agent Grimm. And for yourself, Scarlet, Agent Grimm has kind of called you in as backup. Grimm is this kind of tech support kind of guy, but he's also undercover currently in Zykarth. Although he hasn't told you what position he's actually working at this point. However, he has mentioned that what is going on, basically. You are aware of the plot for the sake of your character knowing everything and not having to explain it for the third time. So you are aware of what is going on as far as all the information that the player characters have. And he's kind of sending you in because apparently Carrick Fool is kind of out of action and they need some backup, really. So they've sent you in as some backup for the squad, seeing as they're getting low. Thanks, Sakamotos. you're going to be meeting Grim in this dark alleyway. So you're basically just in this dark alley. Well, the festival is still going on, is one thing you notice. There are people walking around this masquerade ball that's going on throughout the night. It might last several days for all that you know. The Festival of the Tattered Fates, as it's being called. You're in this kind of back alley. There's no one else around. It's just the two of you down here, and you're looking at the only way into here. And as you're looking, you see a dark couple of figures come around the corner. You recognize one of them as being Agent Grim, this short cropped hair fella, pretty short, and he's actually wearing like scholar's robes at this point. It looks more like a librarian than an inquisitor, or like an inquisitor's retinue, and he's clearly kind of still in his disguise. And with him is another man. Scholar, would you like to describe what you look like?
Standing near Agent Grim is a very motionless, almost like a statue, about 2 meter tall figure wearing Imperial Guard flak armor with what looks to be an animal's skull strapped onto his shoulder. He has absolutely no hair, no expression on his face, and he seems to be just ready to be told what to do.
Nice. Accuse a man fakely. The giveaway is here, my friend. Go check that out. There you go. Anyway, okay, so we see this kind of still figure coming in. All right, so Agent Grim kind of shuffles towards a group of you, and he looks towards Volkar, who still, I assume, has the leg like partially tucked within his jacket. Just pops out every now and again. And he says, "All right, now what's the situation?"
Yeah, Volkart kind of looks over at Novia. She has more the social skills that Volkart kind of lacks.
Thanks, gag.
So he looks to Novia. What's happening then? What do you need me for?
We're a person down, and we're trying to hunt down somebody else, not who we suspected. Wearing a jackal mask.
Jackal mask. Okay.
Called Marcus Volpe. Know anything of this man?
Yeah, Marcus Volper. He's, by all accounts, some up and rising politician.
Easy to get to?
Not the hardest to get to, but honestly, I think you need some, if you're gonna get to him, then, I know the man to do that. Oh, also, this here, and he nods towards, Lucius. He says, "This is Lucius. He's going to be on your squad." Lucius, this is Novia. Novia, Lucius. Lucius, this is oh god, what's your name? He looks on his face like Volkart. Volkart Dagger.
Yeah.
Volkart Dagger. Lucius Verus.
Yeah.
These lot are alright.
No, Novia's just looking at him a bit intimidated because, let's face it, 2 meters tall, expressionless, no hair. It's a bit intimidating. Just
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, he says, right, seeing as you're getting along so well, I do have a contact for the group of you. Now, this man is something of an underworld contact, so Novia, you'll be at home. His name is Papa Grist, and he runs the Wheel of Fate, which is this gambling shop, but you don't really gamble with money, you gamble with lives. It's pretty exciting stuff by all accounts, not that I'm interested in that stuff. And he has an invitation to a ball in a pretty big place, the Golden Palace, where old Harlock, who used to run this place, this whole city, the old governor, he used to live. So, he's got an invite. That's where Volper is going to be. That's
And
where
possibly
we're-
most of the other dignitaries around.
most of the other dignitaries, and maybe if he is in on it, like he suspects, the others are too. Maybe this is not such a nice ball at a palace. Maybe it's something worse. I don't know, but I can get you.
Did the Inquisitor kind of sent his message on my pad or the wiki pad?
Which message was this?
that he was the Inquisitor of blue, blue, blue.
I
and-
mean, up to you, man. Up to you.
I think it was on my.
Oh shit!
personal-
Donations don't seem to be working. I apologize for the Twitch alerts doesn't seem to be working. Sorry, guys. Thank you so much to Touchpad who donates £20. He says
No.
wild magic all around. That includes Will. You can decide the last one. I'm gonna play the music for you, my friends, because there you go.
Because of
And Touchpad, Saxius also donates £30. He says the Emperor provides. Thank you so much, guys. That's incredibly generous. I'm sorry that didn't come through on Twitch alerts. That is just.
I'm just so glad that one of them didn't say let's call Rachel Richard again. I mean, one session was bad enough.
It could happen. Who knows?
it.
No.
I'm gonna
Could
try
possibly
and.
go
Nice.
wrong.
Chat will be nice.
I'm gonna try and reset the Twitch alert stuff here. But thank you so much, Saxis. What do you want to happen? Oh, he says. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Saxis. Yeah, he's just sent me the thing. Okay, perfect. So wild magic surges for the three of you, as well as I'm gonna have Agent Grim roll a wild magic surge. Can the group of you each /roll 1d10,000 for me, please? This is of course a wild magic surge table. There we go. The exclamation point D10K. You can see this table and all that's in it. Once again,
I
guys,
rolled
sorry
higher
for
than
the.
I've had bad experiences with this.
Let me sort out the alert box and I'll see if I can get another one in here.
Cats love you.
Alright then, so, yeah, no, Twitch that seems to not be wanting to work, which is a shame. Don't know what I can do about that. So what did you roll, Rachel?
I rolled 1457.
1457, you'll say? Well,
Indeed, sir.
1457 is caster loses 1 hit point per level of each spell he casts. Okay. We're going to. You don't have
No, we'll stick with that because that means nothing, doesn't
you
it?
don't have spells. Okay, no, we're gonna go for the one next to it. Cast loses 1 hit point each time she tells a lie. We're gonna go with that one instead.
Ouch.
Oh, no, I'm
Because
gonna be
you're not-
so dead by the end of this.
Because you're not a spellcaster. Alright then, Lucius, you rolled 3-6-4-3. Very nice. 3-6-4-3. Let's have a look here. Okay. Ooh, interesting.
I don't like this. I don't like this response.
Interesting. I'm gonna write that one down for later. So
Oh,
I
good.
remember it.
Good.
You should have written down Rachel's as well.
Yeah, probably should.
That would have been a surprise. Ouch.
I
Ouch.
guess is first as well. Okay, and Skagger, what did you roll, my friend?
1612.
1612, nice and low. Okay, nice and low. Staying in the safe zone, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see about that.
Mainstream.
Oh
Slow.
my god.
Oh,
Oh my
God
god.
damn it.
It reads. It reads, Caster shines like a lighthouse beacon when he is asleep.
When I'm asleep.
When you're sleeping, you just shine bright like a light bulb.
You sleeping, but the leg that you're holding glows brightly.
Yeah. Oh, the leg should
Yeah.
glow. It's gonna be the leg that grows.
A little
glows.
portable nightlight.
I don't understand, Rach. It is a special leg.
And if everyone like throws a blanket over him and he wakes up. It's like, what are you doing? Because like the light goes out when he wakes up.
See, I'm worried because the both of you got told what your wild magic rolls were.
Yeah.
I didn't
Mine-
get that privilege.
Mine for Agent Grim is 6-6-80. So we're starting this off in style for Grim. 6-6-80. Target's hair grows 2 inches each day. Ooh, interesting. So that's actually really good because he's got like this cropped hair. He's like almost completely bald. So he's going to start growing the hair over the course of the campaign. It's going to start growing back.
Stop looking like a hippie.
Yay for Agent Grim. Yeah, I think it's 3-6-4-3, Sev. So, that is the Wild Magic Surges. Thanks so much, guys. I've got to keep an eye on that because it doesn't seem like Twitch List is wanting to work at this point. Maybe it's just down, or maybe it's my thing. I don't know. Either way, he turns into an Afro man. Yeah. Grim is going to. He says, right. So I've got a requisition stuff here. He kind of brings out this big kind of sack, and he says, "If there are any things you need upgrading, I can upgrade." And he says, out of character, one item of the player's choice.
What item of the player's choice?
I can upgrade. It says here, one item of the player's choice. Pretty weird, that.
My armor could do with upgrading. I am seriously squishy.
You are pretty squishy, aren't you? Yeah. All right. I can upgrade your armor. So add 2 points of armor all over your body. All
Thank
over your
you.
body. He says, Volk.
You have to do the hand motions to go with it.
Yes. Body. Skag. What are you thinking?
Is there a lace pistol there for me, maybe?
You want last? Yeah. Sure. And your last pistol. Do you have one already?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay, you
but
got it
I
already.
don't
Yeah,
want
if
to
you want an
take
up.
back and own it.
Yeah, he can. Let's have a look. He'll put like a laser sight on it. And he can
More
also
lasers.
lasers, and he's
Nothing wrong with
gonna
like
he's gonna fit a silencer onto it as well. Which I need to actually find out what those do mechanically, but
I'm guessing we still have all our items after the events from last time.
you do.
Well,
When did
considering we ran away with
Did
nothing
you,
on us.
Did you pick up your gear?
I presume we did. We did. Yes, I'll just say it now. This might be a lie, but this is out of character. We did. Yes.
Oh dear. You think Moldag's broken? I don't think so. I think
Oldak's
Moldark
always.
is, I think Moldark is the most pure creature on his own. Okay, what about your good self, Lucius?
He doesn't say anything, but he kind of hefts his shield in front of him,
Cool.
kind of
He's
suggesting anything about that.
yeah. He like he kind of gets out this like gel, kind of pops open his gel pack and starts like spreading it kind of over it pretty meticulously, just like spreading it over and over. Let's see what shields do actually, stat wise. Let's have a look on your sheet. Shields do a thing. They are defensive. So it's gonna do 1d8 damage rather than 1d5.
Sweet.
It's like reinforced.
Oh, that is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
Well, I like that, I do. I like
I
that.
like that.
Oh, I like that one.
You feel like a Narfa, can't you?
So, I always say during this campaign we'll be out of character just to be safe, am I right? Yeah.
Yes.
Seems like the safe
yes.
choice. Seems like the safe choice. Okay, Len. So, thank you guys for your very generous donations. Make sure that they get their gold. Saxus needs 3,000. Touchpad needs 2,000. So he says, right. So Papa Grist, the Wheel of Fate. He like emails you the like the address on your data slate. Find it here.
Nice.
Hmm.
What do you know about him?
He says, underworld dealer, something of a sketchy fella. If you can get him on side, then he can be quite loyal, but if he doesn't trust you, then he might kill you.
Self-defense.
Anyway, we can get him on our side. Any weaknesses he has?
Money. Money's his main weakness. You can find large amounts of money, then you can certainly buy him out.
Yeah. Okay.
But we don't have many resources to hand you.
We'll figure something out.
Bust a bank or something, you know.
Just raid a bank on the way past. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll figure.
Well, I'll leave you three together to plan out your next move. Grish keeps weird hours, so he's up all hours of the night. So you can even go see him tonight if you're ready, or you can go see him later. All right, I'm gonna head out. Remember, don't call me during that. And he heads around the corner.
So useful.
Whatever you do, do not call me up.
Where did he go? He was right here a moment ago.
He's a heretic.
Quick, burn him! Burn him! No.
I dropped the stats from Saxus. Thanks, Saxus, in the Zoom chat for you, Leia Scarlet, for Gaga forever. Drive-by bank robbery, yeah, what could go better? For the Emperor!
Drive-by bank robbery in 40k. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. So you guys are, of course, just here at this point in the dark alley. What is the plan at this point?
First of all, Nevi's going to look at the stranger who's appeared in front of them, Mr. Lucius Verus. It's like, you don't talk much, do you? Not a word?
I get plenty up in here. And Volkart kind of...
Yeah, I'm sure Volkart can make up for the pair of you, that's fine. Okay, we need a plan here. We need to get that invitation from this wheeler dealer in the underground. Suggestions?
Yeah, we go to the lead guy and see what he has to say.
Probably that he needs money, yeah. Okay, let's make our way there. We'll find out what we can do when we get there.
Maybe stake out the place and,
Rob a bank along the way. We have to find a better way to go on his side than money.
Okay, Len. So you're heading off to the Wheel of Fate.
We are in...
All right. So you're walking through the night. Presumably left Wimbjorn's character full with the Doctor whilst he's testing out his cybernetic limbs. And something like that. And you find yourselves coming towards this large kind of auction house looking place. Has actually got a fair amount of activity despite the time of day. You see a lot of people coming in and out of it. They all look fairly shady sort of figures. Some look like outright criminals. You're in the kind of the east side of town, which is like, whilst it's ridiculously opulent still, it's like slightly less ridiculously opulent. People aren't wearing like everything gold, like just most things like have got some gold on them, but they all of course are wearing what's the word? Masquerade masks. There we go. I was thrown off by people saying you didn't think Burn a Witch or anything special. You were a heretic, people. You're a heretic. Moonshade Pool is a fucking brilliant album. It's like solid 9 out of 10 for me. Anyway, you come to this auction house place, the Wheel of Fate, and it does indeed have this big wheel up in the center. It's a bit like a bell tower, but instead of like there being a bell, there's just like massive wheel which is constantly turning. It's got all these different like leering faces and gargoyles up on it. And there's just a lot of traffic going through. There's 2 very big open doors. Inside you can see what looks like kind of gambling what's the word? Like tables. People are tables. What a difficult word to think of. Different gambling tables where people are like playing cards and stuff like that. And you also hear the sound of like fighting from within.
Okay.
So.
We had a very good time when we scoped out the crowds. Maybe we do that now. Scope out, listen, get ourselves captured, do something fun.
No. Let's leave out
exercise.
the captured bit. Leave out the captured bit. We don't want that bit.
Okay. But it was a good team exercise.
Yeah, fine. If you want to call it that. And can you please put that leg away somewhere where people can't see it? If you're gonna carry it around... Oh. Okay, so we can't do what we did last time. We need to think of a better plan.
What's the first rule of Fight Club, right?
Punch hard.
So, yeah, I mean, the people going in and out, there's all sorts of shady figures here.
Is there a way when Volkart is sneaky peasky, he is doing that now and trying to find a way to spend the only credits he has left?
You want to do what, sorry? Do you want to spend your credits on doing what?
Gamble away.
Yeah, you can come in and gamble for certain.
Yep.
It'll be a good way of getting information, also be a good way of getting you broke.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. You okay, you're gonna come in here and gamble. So you enter into instantly the room is very busy in here. There's all sorts of sounds of people drinking, of people gambling, people losing and winning, and you also see off in a corner there's like a small ring where people are like bare knuckle fist fighting, and there are like two big guys kind of going at it and just like punching each other. And as you're kind of just like coming over to the table, you see that you're playing 40k blackjack, space blackjack. It's blackjack. Sounds bad. Yeah, sounds dirty. You see that there's one guy is actually who's in the fist fight. Is actually just like beating this guy into the floor, like punching him over and over and over until he's like completely knocked out. And you come to the table. What kind of you come to the table, and the stakes are immediately like pretty high. You're on like the outer ring, so like this isn't even where like stakes should be, like any sort of level. I see you reading the chat there.
You can always make the stake the leg you're carrying. I mean, I've heard it's the Emperor's. It's kind
Yeah,
of like that.
I bet everything you get out. Take it all. Okay, so what are you what are your stakes here? What is your initial kind of gamble, I guess? Okay.
The idea for it was to kind of gamble a little bit, so you can be at certain tables, get the information what people talking about.
Okay, well, just roll me like a fellowship test, just to be kind of gossiping with folks, and to be.
I'll just be standing behind, just like watching everybody.
I'll give you a plus 20 because you're just melding with the crowd. There's no reason for them to suspect you. So your total is 55. You rolled a 20.
Nice.
It's so good, man. Think of the credits. Think of the credits. Credits will be fine. No, take the leg. You
Think about the leg.
take that leg, damn it. So you you immediately start gossiping with folks. What are you kind of asking about? I mean, let's have there's a woman next to you, and she says, "Oh, nice hand. Are you an experienced gambler?" She's wearing this like panther mask on.
Volcar turns around. Yeah. What was the question?
Are you new here to the Wheel of Fate? I haven't seen you around. I think I'd recognize one such as you.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty new.
She's super
And
flirty.
Yeah, he's trying to be the real good flirty too, throwing off the bad seduction ever, kind of leading in, cracking up his credits pile. Oh yeah. I just been here a couple of days.
Oh, I see. And she kind of like traces a hand, like a Daniel kind of like Daniel like chest. It's like such a visceral outfit as well. I love what you've done, with your costume.
Nevaeh's not impressed.
There's like still like blood stains on it and stuff like that. There's still like, all this like gore and stuff. Like, how did you get this looking so real? And then she says, so I suppose you've met Grist then?
No, not no. Tell me more about him.
When people flirt, they do this.
Shall we leave to it? I mean.
Why, hello there, lady. So you see her kind of smile through the mask, and she says, "Well, a big stakes player like you should be playing against the man himself. I could introduce you if you'd like."
Oh, that would be most interesting. And Volkar's trying to pile up his rather small credit stack.
So yeah, she says, well, come with me then, as long as you're sure you've got the credits to do this.
Yes, this is starting capital and trying out the fated.
Of course. She like takes your hand and starts leading you away. Is the leg starting to smell? That is probably a good question.
No.
It was
Why was
burned.
that even a question?
It is like charred, so it's not like rotting, I guess, so much.
Yeah.
It's preserved somewhat. I imagine that Volkart has probably gone to some pains to like pickle it.
Oh,
Pickled
Oh, I'm
leg,
sorry.
anybody? Just to snap off a toe. What, anyone?
He's just gonna open up his jacket at some point, and the leg, as well as all of the embalming fluids, are just gonna flow out.
I
You
need,
do. You do the recess kid thing of you just like open up the jacket and there's just all these fluids.
really fluids.
Plus fluids. So yeah, she starts taking you by the hand and leading you off in the crowds towards another ring. What are the two of you doing? So Nivea and Lucius, what are you up to?
I'll be following, so like enough that I can hear what he's saying and everything, but like because I'm used to the underground areas on
Yeah.
my home world.
Yeah.
Imagine this one would be similar.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I-
it's pretty. You feel pretty at home here, I guess.
I'd immerse myself in the crowds, just sort of like wander very incognito. Nobody would notice me, but I'd be able to hear what Deco's talking about.
Okay, sure. Lucius, you with her?
Yeah, I'm just kind of falling behind, either waiting to be told something to do or to kind of like have something that would cause me to take initiative.
Nice. So you follow her over to this like the high stakes table essentially. Well, this is where some big players are seated. You see this almost cowboy looking fella who she just kind of whispers to you, Volkar. That's Grist himself. And he's got this like cybernetic eye, as well as this kind of like cowboy hat on, and like half of his arm is also like cyborged up. It's like a robot arm, and he's got these like two cards. And he just like throws them down, and then everyone else goes, "Oh no!" And then Grist takes the full pot. Else around this table, there is in fact a servitor, and this is in fact the first time you've actually seen a servitor in this game. So it is this bizarre robot, half man, half creature thing, and it's just like full on cyborg basically. It's got these kind of red LED lights which are looking out, and it's just like mechanically moving its hands and like taking stakes and placing them out and stuff like that. It seems to be some kind of, from your experience in the Imperium, it's probably some kind of rogue one, because it's gone AWOL, or it's just like some of its wires are fried, or something's wrong with it, because like it shouldn't be doing this. It should be like following the word of the Emperor and doing like administrative work or something. It should
Is it
be
really up blackjack?
exactly. It shouldn't be playing blackjack. So he doesn't appear to be actually doing too well, because it can't seem to lie very well. But and else around this table there are several other figures all wearing these masks. There is a man in a jackal mask, but he is not the one that you're looking for. He's like a really fat man, basically.
He's not the one you're looking for.
This isn't the jackal mask man you're looking for. Right now. So oh shit, we're only 10 retweets away from that viewer decision. That's pretty exciting. 15 already, boys. Oh, so 16 in fact. Damn. So yeah, she kind of introduces you, and as this hand finishes, she says, "Grist," and he looks up and he says, "Ah, Celia," and she kind of like brings you over and says, "This is your newest guest."
I'm Volkart Decker, and Decker kind of sits down in an empty chair and plays out a couple of credits, trying to place them so it seems to be more than they are. Really, really fancy himself being the connoisseur of this place.
Yeah, he kind of looks. Like occasionally his voice goes a bit roboty when he's speaking, like the cyborg like voice box in him is kind of coming out, and he says, "Well, it's good to see you, Mr. Volkart." And he like
Volkart Decker.
pulls up this chair for you, for you to sit down in, and then he looks at Celia, nods, and she grins, and then she goes back to the exact same spot, and you see her off walking and talking to someone else along the way, and she's clearly kind of, oh look, let's get everyone involved, let's take all their money kind of girl.
Yep.
What?
I know. Oh, I know, Volker, for some reason.
Heart's broken. What?
Rip Volkart's heart. 2016.
I put it besides the leg now.
That's some angel thump. Rip. So yeah, you sit down here, and Gris says, starting hand is 1,000 credits. And you're
How
like,
much credits do I have?
Not a that.
you don't have 1,000.
And Volkart says, yep, and this is all I got at the moment. And kind of pushes the small pile of a couple of hundreds, maybe.
Yeah, he like raises an eyebrow and he says, the buy-in stake is 1,000, unless you have anything else to offer.
I have this tablet.
No.
Put down the Wikipedia tablet. I don't think he's gonna like the leg. So fast thrown out of this place.
Okay, while he's trying to do this, can I try and have a look at Gris, see if I can see like any tells or anything, if there's anything obviously suspicious about him?
Sure, I mean there is. Roll me a perception check. See any obvious
There is
signs
some,
of.
but it's not going to tell me until I get perception.
I'll give you a plus 30 on this one. Good, it's pretty obvious. You just tell us he has a half robot thing. Is the
Plus
tablet
what, sorry?
jailbroken? Does it have birds of rage? Plus 30.
Lovely.
You wouldn't give away the leg of a god. You wouldn't steal a tablet. Okay. 29,
That is-
58, that's a success, a strong success. So yeah, you spot, I mean, just looking at this guy, it makes you think he's probably a bit of an underworld guy. He's got several people who come to him, like whisper things in his ear every now and again, and then he'll nod, and then he'll do things like across the throat, very obviously, and then they'll be like, yeah, boss, yeah, and then they'll go off, and these like heavies, basically. You also see him like nod to a few people around the table, and you see them quickly getting escorted out, maybe if they've been like caught cheating or just suspected of it. You can't see like an obvious tell until you've seen him like play several hands, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah. So he looks at his data slate, and he says, interesting. I'll take it. And he puts it back in your like steak pile. And he says, all right then.
How much for it?
He says, that will take you back up to your 1,000 credits.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Was that the wiki slate by any chance?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice, get rid of it.
Turn him insane.
I don't want it anymore.
No, take it back. I can't deal with the power. Yeah, you wouldn't steal the leg of a god and use it for your toilet, then give it to the god's grieving widow, and then steal it again. Or would you?
Yes.
So you start playing this hand. So there is, I believe, there's a gambling skill somewhere. Let's use a
God
more
damn
hand.
it.
Let's not do that then. Let's see. I guess it's a game of intelligence. So seeing as we don't find I can't see a gambling one on there. Then let's just have an intelligence check. It's going to be at minus 10% because you're playing against some tough opponents here. They seem to know what they're doing. We won't go into the actual details of what each card is in Blackjack. Oh, 74 is several degrees of failure. So unfortunately, you are pretty quickly down to just the data slate as your stake. Basically, it's all that you have left to give. You've lost like all of your rest of your credits, and you're just down to this like data slate. It's your last kind of gamble. And Gris looks at you and he says, "Are you sure?" You want to do
So-
this?
So the data slate with the wiki
Yeah.
is the only thing that is left.
Mm.
And Decker kind of, yeah, and push it and get forward.
Okay then. He grins. Good. And let's have another check. I'll give you a straight check, just an intelligence, see if you can get under 37. Unless you're doing it. Oh, damn!
Just barely.
Damn, girl. So yeah, that is dead on the money. So you you managed to somehow, with your Splackjack cards, win the game, whatever Splackjack actually is. Whether or not it's anything like Blackjack, we don't know. But you have the winning hand, and you play it perfectly, and you full grist, and you actually win your stake back, and as well as grist stake as well. So you are up to about 1,500 credits, and you still get to keep your slate here. And basically, Grist can slams down a fist in anger, and he says, "Well played. Now let's get some drinks." And he heads on over. There's like a nearby bar where there are like scantily clad women serving alcohol. He gets you a drink. Now then, Mr. Decker, you in town long?
About a week. I would like to get some information. Is that possible? He kind of leans in. Is that possible?
Are you trying to flirt with him now?
Is that?
Maybe I like the cosmetic.
I like the whole prosthetic thing. Yeah, it's a real turn on for me. So yeah. He says, "Well, information is my game. Who are you looking for?"
Not so
Or
much
what?
looking for, more acquiring about. And Decker kind of looks over to Novia and waving her to come over.
Yep. She takes the silent one with her as well.
Okay. He looks over at you.
We're
So
So
after...
this is Novia and Lush, something really good. And Novia is the noble one. I'm just the advisor. So
He whirs his cybernetic eye towards you, and examines you, comes out a bit. I see. So, how can I help you?
We have heard from a reliable source that you may have an invitation that we require to a certain palace.
The Golden Palace.
Indeed.
Yes, I do.
What
Why
would it
do you need
take?
that?
Oh, that's our own business.
Okay. You were saying?
What would it take for us to acquire it from you?
He whirs his cybernetic eye out again as if he's thinking, and he puts a finger in the cybernetic eye, twists it around and stuff to clean it, like he might with glasses, and he pushes it back in. And he says, "There is a woman who I need dead. Her name is the Spider Bride. She's been killing all my competition. And a lot of my contacts are going missing or dead."
Do you want her dead in any particular way?
Quickly and painfully, if possible.
And in return, we get the invitation.
He opens a jacket pocket, shows you the invitation.
I'm guessing it looks legit.
Looks legit.
See, Novia, I'm not the only one who has stuff inside, you know.
Yeah, but at least is it a sensible thing? It's a bit of paper. You've got a rotting corpse in yours.
No, Imperial egg.
Equals rotting corpse.
Imperial
So,
egg.
where can we find the Spider Bride?
She's in the Twilight Gardens. On the western side of town. You'll find her in there. She does have some backup, though. So be careful.
Is there any time that she's guaranteed to be alone?
Not that I know of. I'm sure you could find out, though.
What do you think, Decker?
There is the only way to do it, I guess.
Lucius, are you going to start talking? What do you think about this?
I say we do what it takes to get what we need. At most.
Sounds fair enough. Okay, we'll just to bring back any proof of her death.
Ahead?
We'll kill your Spider Bride. Do you want to...
Would be nice. As a trophy.
That can be arranged. Okay, deal. And she holds out her hand for him to shake.
Yeah, he grabs it. Shakes it. Good. Now,
Done.
I think our business here is done. Unless you'd like to play again.
No, Decker would not like to play again.
Give me
No.
a chance to win back my earnings? No?
We have a job to do.
Maybe when we come back.
When you come back, we will have a rematch.
But now a job.
And he nods. And he, like, nods to some of his heavies, and they, like, kind of sidle around you. And he says, show them out. And they kind of, like, start leading you out of the Wheel of Fate here.
No touching, no touching.
They're hands-free, you know.
Just the knobs, no hands. Is
Yeah,
that
that's,
it?
yeah. He's got his little tentacle nubs on his little hands.
Oh, not back tentacles, no!
Tentacles.
No, you have an obsession.
Well. Anyway, so that's only on the live Jasmine stream. So yeah, you head out and you're outside of the Wheel of Fate again, and it's starting to be like dawn.
Okay.
Should we go and stake out at least?
How long? Okay, sorry, this is gonna have to be out of character. How far away is it from here to the Twilight Gardens?
From your data slate route planner, your sat nav tells you it would take you about 2 hours to get to that side of town.
Okay, not too bad.
Yeah. But you know, you've been up all night. You did actually no, you did sleep a bit. To be fair, you did
Did
sleep
sleep,
a bit.
yeah. We slept. Well, I tried to pinch his leg, gave up once, and then went to sleep.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's a thing. So what are you guys doing?
Decker, I think you might be right. Let's go there, stake out the place, see what we can learn.
If there's a possibility, we do it. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
And I'll just start making my way straight over there and expecting the other two to follow.
Cool.
Hmm.
So, that means that you are heading off towards the Twilight Garden. So let's do some traveling. Let's make this a bit more interesting. So, rather than you guys just teleporting there in fast travel way, let's do some travel mechanic stuff. So, we're gonna go around. We're gonna start with Scarlet. We're gonna go on to Skageth. Then we're going to Rachel. And just tell me a problem that you encounter or something that happens along your travel in the city. In fact, we'll start with Rachel first because Scarlet hasn't done this before. We'll go back in the other way. You see exactly what we're talking about. So, think of a problem, and then how you might solve the problem, and then you can think of an appropriate skill check to roll for that. So Rach, as you're traveling through, there's a masquerade ball going on. There's a lot of underworld here as well that could potentially come into things.
Yeah.
And then anything else you can think of, really, I guess. That might happen whilst you're in the city of Zykarth.
Okay. As we leave the gambling place, I noticed that somebody is like keeping tail on the group of us, and then at some point steals a large handful of credits from Decker, and then tries. Yes. At which point I'll actually run after them, dodging through the crowd, one after the other, and actually tackle them to the ground to steal the chips back.
Okay, I like that. Alright, so roll me like athletics to be running after this person and chasing after them, to grapple him to the floor from this thief. 57, target was 10. Damn.
Not good.
Oh, you don't have any training athletics, that sucks. So yeah, you don't chase the thief, and he's gotten away with a few hundred credits there, Skagger, which actually sucks. You're probably going to have another game of Splackjack when you get back at this point.
Those games.
Yeah, the way things are going. So, what about Skagger then? What are you thinking, Volkart?
Yeah, I was thinking something that is appropriate to the character. Skimming through a little bit the points.
Sure, I'll seeing this on the hour, I'll give you a few moments. I'll remind you guys, if you're following along, hit that follow button and join us. It's the best way to keep up to date with all of our shows. And of course, if you haven't retweeted, we're just a few retweets away from the viewer decision where you guys get to decide anything which happens in this game. So be sure to do that so you can mess with the party some more. And of course, you can donate to affect the game. The Twitch alert stuff seems to be messed up. I'll fix it after this show once we get into Cold Harbor. But Skagger.
Yeah, so Decker finds this lurking character in one of the alleyways, and sights off and start talking to him, hoping to get some information about the target itself, the spider woman there. So using the intimidation, because he's not the classy type.
Well,
he
I'd
tries
like to
to
differ,
really
right?
push the kid.
Your flirting earlier was very impressive.
it was some point.
It was on point until he had to leg it. So
Leg it. Alman says, I'm excited about those retweets. Can't wait for that leg to regrow a body. Oh, that'd be good. That would be good.
I will steal that leg.
I'm gonna find a case for it, make it harm.
Okay.
So maybe roll for some intimidation.
Yeah, give me
and,
that intimidation. Love Richard. Give me that Richard. There's the tweet for you guys in chat. Leg, spice, undead KFC. Anybody? Just me? Sounds delicious. So Volkart, we're on 19 tokens, 15, very nice. So yeah, you managed to intimidate this fella into telling you that she has these spider bride ladies who are basically these cloaked and masked figures who conduct all of her affairs, and there's a lot of them. They don't appear to be dangerous when you first see them, but they carry like powerful drug weapons upon them. They can just kind of like inject you with stuff and then knock you out with like spider poison. So they are not to be trusted. And the Spider Bride herself, she has a lot of kind of connections to potentially cult activity, in that she is known for all of her terrible kind of lusts and desires and things which shouldn't be. They're so unholy you couldn't even speak of them. They're so bad against. your leg would
And
be
with-
very upset.
With
Yeah.
Decker's flirting, not a problem.
Yeah. So she's a bit of a seductress and a murderess by all accounts.
And
Can live with that.
how come everywhere I go, it's always freaking spiders?
Mm. Yeah. So
Thanks,
yeah. This screams out Slanesh. No. Slanesh. So okay. Let's go to Scarlet. So Lucius, what's something that happens whilst you guys are coming very close to the Twilight Gardens at this point?
Well, seeing that we are slowly approaching the area that we're trying to get to here, the entire time that he's been here, Lucius has seemed more on edge than usual. And this is because he is actually a very, very superstitious person. He has a very distinctive belief that anytime he comes to a new world, he needs to essentially just find some dirt, some native soil to that world, and just kind of rub it on himself, imbue him with peace among the spirits of that world, essentially.
Seems good.
And since he has arrived here, he has not done that, so he's going to try and find any kind of like little patches of dirt around the city on their way over.
Okay, sure. You can find plenty of dirt, and rub it all in. You want to do that?
Yeah, just
All over the body. Get it all nice and dirty. Get all up in there. So yeah, okay. You rub in some dirt all over.
and then once he's done that, it's visible to the two people that he's traveling with that he seems more relaxed. Still like kind of, tense and at the ready, but
Yeah.
more relaxed than he was earlier.
Yeah, thank God I'm dirty now. Phew.
Okay, I think we're going to carry around a lot of earth, dirt, something with us with this one.
I've got a jar of dirt. Okay, so you go, Richard. So you do find your way to the Spider's Web, which is the Twilight Gardens. So the gardens are situated in this kind of this bunch of secluded grottos and arbors, and there's basically seem like kind of pleasure gardens here, and everything here seems to be kind of hello. Shaded by these silken pavilions, which kind of shroud these fields, very kind of high up, and they're cool shadow. Despite by the time you get here, it's the kind of beginning to be kind of morning time towards the midday, so the Zykarp's blazing suns are very hot in the sky, but here everything is very cool thanks to the pavilions. There are it's away from all the crowds in the festival. There are only a few kind of people here, masked and wearing these kind of white robes, who are all appearing to be women, walking around here in the fields amongst the pavilions. And in the kind of center, you see like this big pavilion, like the main kind of central tent area, where it looks like whoever's in charge is probably in the big tent, because that's how tent hierarchy works. So yeah, what are you guys up to when you reach here?
Okay, I'm gonna go all sneaky like to try and determine if she actually spends any time on her own, what her movements are, that sort of thing.
So you spend some time. Roll me a perception check at +20. He's just hanging out here for a while. No
Nice.
one's hunting you. What's up, Innuendo? Good to see you, my friend. It is a how day indeed. 74, target 48. So you don't see anyone who you think would probably be the Spider Queen out around here. You just see these kind of masked women. I mean, maybe one of them could be, but they just seem to be walking around these kind of orchards and fields. They don't get up to much, honestly. They appear to just kind of walk. Occasionally they'll take an apple from a tree, but other than that.
very adventurous people, then obviously.
Well, you know, for some people it's just a chill life, Rich. You know, we can't all be adventurous.
I wish I could have one. Okay. Okay, I'll trade this information with Decker. It's like, okay, we can't find her unless we actually go up to this main tent. Maybe your charms that you pulled to that woman over previously might.
Oh, Cecilia, what a wonderful, wonderful being.
What a wonderful world. Yeah, you think of Cecilia and why do birds suddenly appear?
Tapping up the stairs and going down a couple of stairs and back up a couple of stairs.
No.
So you're gonna
But
head in to the
Maybe the
tents?
spider's bride is a bit more attractive.
Maybe. Who knows?
There isn't any kind of seduction or something like that.
Seduction, that's a big good seduction. Seduction. I am going to seduce you with my seduction. So
Well,
you,
there's charm, but I don't have.
you're a
charm.
real seduce, Skaggoth man. A real seduce bag. There's charm. Charm is what seduction is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have that. I have intimidate and interrogation. And to spice it off a little, deceive.
No, roll interrogation. Ask them about their day.
What Decker would do is try to go up to the tent, to the pavilion, and strolls around a little bit, and try to use his awareness, getting the feel of the place, what you do to get in, or stuff like that.
Okay. Seduction of solution. So you're gonna go up to group of these women maybe, and see what they're up about. Yeah, okay. So they kind of like turn on the spot as you kind of come around behind them. They just kind of turn on the spot very suddenly and look at you through these masks, and the masks are like spider faces. So it's like a tarantula's on their face almost. And
Is it going up or going down?
it's going up their face. It's like going up and around to crawl down their back, maybe.
That's out!
And chat. Now you know Rachel's weakness.
No! That's
Now-
please be none!
now-
Please! I beg of you!
Now we just wait for the next donation for Rachel's new mount is the giant spider.
You gotta make sure it's a giant tarantula. That way
Yeah.
it'll be
No!
The
it'll be
tarantula.
softer.
If you can name the tarantula, you can tell us how hairy the tarantula is. Go ham.
The hairier it is, the more it'll attack with.
Right, exactly. So, make Richard pay. Oh dear lord. So, yeah, they turn on the spot suddenly, and one of them kind of like almost like hisses at you. What you want? Sorry, I had something
I'm
in my throat.
Volkart Decker. And it kind of leans in a little bit.
How much did that cost to do it? The magical mount is £20. Give a player a special magical mount. Magical because she's terrified of it.
No! Don't do it, Seth! Don't do it!
So, yeah, she. Sorry, what was the question, Skagger?
I didn't.
Oh, so yeah, you said I'm Volkart. And she says, "What you want, Volkart Decker?"
I would like to have a little word, maybe, with the Miss Spider.
What is your business with the Spider Queen?
I need some favors, and I could probably throw down a couple of credits.
She says, "Very well. You'll have an audience with her. Follow me." Got really. Oh, sorry, that apple got really stuck in the back of my throat there. Sorry, do you want to see the Spider Queen? Of course. She takes off her mask. It's a smiling face, but come with me.
I'm so sorry.
I am so. I must have come across as really weird and sinister there.
It's so hot in this thing. I
Yeah.
God damn it.
She leads you down to this main tent, and as you come into the main tent, there's basically this kind of like cave running like straight down into the earth, big enough for you to walk down and not have to like squat or anything.
Didn't expect this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and she's and starts leading you down the tunnel. As you come down here, you come into what seems to be like a magical. What did I say? Magic? I was reading the fucking chat. Sometimes you know when you like read things, they just say what you're reading for no real reason. There appears to be a magical mount. It's a spider.
No!
Um,
Oh, God.
Not yet. Not yet.
I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
But you come into here, this big chamber, and in this chamber, on many hundreds of plushies, yeah, just cushions. You see who must be the woman who must be the Spider Queen. She is this very live and seductive-looking woman. In fact, she has like cobwebs to hide her modesty, and she appears to be like tubed into the wall with like spider webs everywhere, and there are like real spiders like crawling along here, just like up and down her green screen, as she's it's all just a projection she's got.
Boobs.
Yeah, and she kind of looks at you as you enter the room. She has long, like, dark hair which falls down across her shoulders. I think, Sev, we still need 9 retweets. Let me have a look. See if we're on any more. Yeah, we need 9 retweets.
9?
So yeah, you see this woman as you enter, and the woman just bows in. Spider Queen, this is Volkart.
Decker.
And she turns, and they actually like surround the kind of room. There's like a lot of these women kind of all around this room. And there's 5 of them, as well as the Spider Queen herself.
You two might like this, don't think I do.
So, Decker, did the other 2 follow, or?
Yeah,
Did-
that was in character.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Decker kind of shows the other 2 with a hand, and these are Novia and Lush something. We gotta sort that out. And he goes for. We are in a little bit of a problem.
She looks at the group of you. How can I help?
Yeah, we need an invitation.
How can I help?
This mask, god damn it!
It's so violent. You need an invitation.
And the problem is that the person that should have given it to us kind of hold it against us to give it to us. And Decker kind of goes up and, yeah, I should have thought about that sentence a little bit better. But nonetheless, we need,
I'm not
there
sure
is
I'm
a
full.
problem. Yeah, the problem is that we should have gotten the invitation, and this cowboy robot kind of said the only way to do it is to kill you, and I said no. So I want probably having a little sit down with you and
Yes. Why don't you be seated? And these like three big spiders come from like the ceiling. You look up and he's like huge spot like come down, and they like kind of like squat so you could like sit on like a furry cushion of spider.
Oh, soft.
No, he's just standing there going, "It's fine, I'll stand."
Now this man,
Yes.
his name is Papa Grist, no?
Most certainly, yes.
He wants
So
me
he wants your head, and you are too beautiful to be beheaded.
You roll me a charm on that one.
Sure. God damn it.
Charm. What editions do we play? We mostly play 5th edition. We also play some Open Legend. We also play Dark Heresy. And this is 2nd edition Dark Heresy. We're playing.
If I had a plus a little bit. Like,
Mostly
20.
5e. Mostly 5e. You need it. Yeah, you know what? I'll give you a plus 10 on that one. I'll give it to you. So she smiles and says, "Well, I appreciate that. Now, what can we do about this? I also happen to have an invitation to the Golden Palace."
My suggestion would be that maybe we could help you getting a little bit inside information, if you know what I mean. Helping your cause.
I have a better idea. And she like opens like a palm and like a spider comes down. It's like holding this like box in its like its little legs comes down. It gives it into her palm. And this is like this box, pretty about yay big. And she kind of outstretches it, and one of these spiders like scuttles along the floor, runs up your leg, Volkar, and like gives it to you, like props it in your hands. She says, "Do not open that. Give it
I will not
to
open it.
Papa Grist."
I will do that. And for the service, I will get an invitation.
You will receive one invitation for the group of you
For the group.
to
Oh,
the Golden Palace
smash.
ball.
I like this proposal.
Good.
And
good.
Decker kind of stucks it in a little bit,
Yeah.
find a room for it.
Yeah. Well, why don't you stay a while?
What do you have to offer?
She, we have, and she like clicks a finger, and like suddenly there's this woman coming in with all this like fine wine and food and stuff. She like sets down for you to like sample. It's like ridiculously opulent. It's like you're eating like truffle and caviar, just all loads of it. Like the more opulent, the better, you know.
And the Decker is trying to do what he is not known to do good, so he says, could I get a little bit of wisdom from you? Maybe a little fun story about the underworld here, how it works, maybe?
She says, why, of course. Grist runs most of the operations around here, but recently we've set up shop and have started to take over the place. He's jealous and sad. It's a very sad little man. But the underworld works as it does. The Beast House recently had a bit of an upset by all accounts.
Oh,
A lot of trade
I heard
goes
there
there.
was a fire.
Indeed. So I heard.
And will it resume? Perhaps?
I'm sure it will. Nothing ever stops Vulper and the heron-masked man.
Oh. Any news about them as well?
She says you seem awfully interested in those two.
Nothing more than any people around that is of influence.
Influence, if you know what I mean. Oh my Gareth. So she says, well, I hear that Vulper is attending this ball, so you could speak with him then.
Oh, tell me more about this ball of yours.
Just tell me more about your balls.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
I knew one of us was gonna make that.
Yeah. It was gonna
Sooner
happen
or
a
later,
lot.
it had to happen. So, yeah, she says, well, simply everyone will be there. It's an annual event, you see, to commemorate Harlock, the former governor of the town, of course. You're probably aware of the rumors surrounding Harlock, but he's still kept up,
Maybe.
held up as a beacon of light for Zykarth.
Yeah, all sounding very interesting, of course. And I hope that with us doing you a small favor, we will be on a good term. Yes,
Of course, of course. You do this
almost
to me.
as good friends.
Oh, I'd say we're already good friends.
Navia's just holding her head in shame right now.
So she says, why don't, Volkart, why don't you stay a while?
Yeah, of course.
The rest of you
I think-
can take the box. Volkart here can stay and chat with me.
And Volcart kind of, yeah, you take the box and shoves it to Lucius.
He just kind of takes it, looking a little bit surprised, but does what he's told and he holds it to him.
And don't open it.
Decker, I think we all need to get going. We've got work to do.
I'll be right there. A little while.
With us now.
Hmm.
Okay, put it this way, Skag. You've got two women. One's in a spider costume, effectively, and one's me. Which one are you going to try and argue with?
Yeah, he has a good idea about the situation here. Something. And the Decker is looking over to the Spider Queen and going, I must follow the noble. And we have
You should stay. Yeah, you're like drinking, eating some of the food, right? So you've really start to feel that you should probably stay. Could you roll me a willpower test?
There we go.
When the GM asks for a willpower test.
Oh,
Oh, imbued by the power of will. Yeah. So you're managing to resist this urge. If you do want to leave, you do have control over your actions here.
now the Decker kind of stands up a little bit abruptly and looks over, doing a small bow down, and to next time,
I'll be looking
my
forward
Spider
to it.
Queen.
I miss you already.
Me too. And he goes like, why did I say that?
Oh, hey.
Yeah. And Lucius, oh, I didn't know was that.
Okay, then. So you you start heading out. Okay. Just replying to some secret whispers. So you start heading out, and you're going straight back there to the Wheel of Fate. It's like midday at this point.
As soon as we get out there, I'm just quickly brushing off all the cobwebs. Any loose spiders, just like totally freaked out by the whole thing. So, how can you stand talking to her without getting freaked out?
What? He doesn't understand a single problem with the whole idea. What? No.
Do you fancy every woman?
Father is kind of charming. How's that?
Because every woman who's ever come up to you asking for something, you seem to be completely smitten by her. We've got
No,
jobs.
it's the other way around, actually.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you want to believe, let's get going.
All right then. So you're heading back to the Wheel of Fate.
Weird.
And you know, start.
But Lucius, since he doesn't actually say a word, so therefore doesn't get on her nerves.
Yes, he's your favourite member of the party. Just not
Out of character, I just had a thought.
Hmm.
Could I make a roll to see if she planted any spiders on us to track what we do?
Sure. Roll me a perception check. Yeah.
What? Being intellect?
I'll give
and
you,
stuff? What
a
the heck?
plus 10 for that. It's his voices, they make him soothingly calm, yeah. Nice.
Said plus 10?
Plus 10, yeah.
I put that in the target modifier box, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Figure
You
that
put in just 10.
Target 0.
Exactly, you put in just 10.
I'm bad.
out. Well, either way, you rolled a 79, so you're unlikely to actually succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you you don't find any spiders on you at this point. You know, you're looking, you kind of check yourself down. No spiders come loose, so you figure everything must be fine. You head back to the Wheel of Fate. It takes you a couple of hours. It comes to about midday-ish. No, past midday-ish. About like afternoon time. It's like 2 or 3 in a day. You're back at the Wheel of Fate. Outside again, the big wheel is still turning. There's still a lot of gambling going on inside. It's a little quieter. It tends to be kind of more of a night activity going to the Wheel of Fate, but it is still open for the the real addicts who just can't stop gambling.
Yeah.
So you're outside again. Were you guys going straight in? What are you doing?
Okay, we're going to have to find a certain Papa Grist, aren't we?
It should be right inside.
You seem to be on good terms with them. Care to go first?
I could do that. And he kind of looks over to Lucius. Hand me the box back.
Does exactly as he's told and just hands him the box, no questions.
So Decker takes the box under his arm and walks a little bit more confident now. Things has gone a little bit more to his favor. So he's gained a couple of more confident points. So
Vi will be just behind, just like looking at Lucy saying, you should really try and be a bit more rebellious sometime. It'll do you good.
Just kind of shakes his head no and hefts himself a little bit, stands up straighter.
Okay. So you enter into the Wheel of Fate. There, Cecilia is there. Praise be the gods. Praise be the Emperor. Cecilia is there.
Praise to the Emperor and his leg.
Yeah, she you see her. She saunters over to you immediately as you enter in, Skagov. And she says, "Oh, Volkart, you're back so soon."
I work in a fast manner.
Really? You're known for your speed.
Yeah, no. Somewhat. Time.
For some tasks only. But when it comes to the sex. Oh, that's good. So she says, I'm sure you'll be wanting to speak to Grist again, unless it's just business.
It's business with Grist now.
Okay, what a shame.
Good to talk about, but maybe a later time.
You
And he
should-
kind of leans in a little bit.
Yes, you should definitely come back again later on. Yes, I'll remind you guys, we're just 7 retweets away from our viewer decision, guys.
Okay.
So, exclamation point tweet, and you guys get to decide whatever happens in our game, as well as if you haven't followed, hit that follow button. Every 100 followers, you guys get to decide anything which happens again. So, plenty of chances for viewer decisions, as well as changing things up via donations you can give. People, nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, psychic phenomena in Dark Heresy, and of course, mounts.
No.
Cough spiders in this game. So she leads you over to Grist once again, and Grist is there. He's actually sitting at the bar, smoking a cigar, and his cybernetic guide whirs out at you, and Grist says, "Well, do you have the packet ahead for me? Did you kill her?"
Yeah. Do you have a office, a private room, maybe?
And he nods. and starts leading out into a back room where him and two of his folks are just kind of like standing on the door as you guys enter. He sits down at a desk. Well, show me.
And Decker pulls out the box and kind of places it on the table and pushes it towards him. Well, that's the only box we had at the moment, so we had to improvise. But it's a red.
He opens it up, and he's probably thinking like, this is pretty small for a head box. And then he opens it up, and this snake just launches itself out at him. It's almost a snake. The first sight you think like, oh, that must be a snake because it like has this long body which launches out, but it's got like this like tarantula spider like head to it, and like fangs and legs, and so this the snake just launches itself out of this like half mutant thing. It launches itself onto his face. It latches on like a face hugger from Alien, and he's just like screaming as this like it paralyzes his face, and you see it kind of like his tail has like a scorpion tail on it as well. It like jabs into his throat, and he is instantly dead. He's
Rest in peace.
dies on the floor, but he did make a rather loud scream as he died, and so the thugs, the two thugs from outside, just like bust open the door, throw it open, and they see the three of you standing in front of a dead. What's his name? Grist, Papa Grist, and they immediately like draw their weapons and go to start shooting you guys. So let's roll some initiative. So it's 1d10 plus your agility bonus. I have learnt so much since last time. So 1d10 plus your agility bonus,
Too.
and we'll get some combat going. How do you scream with a facehugger on your face? Wouldn't you like to know, Touchpad? I'll show.
It sounds kind of like this.
Like Scar.
Just a little
Just
bit.
very,
like that.
very muffled.
Yeah. Little bit. So carefully, skillfully, with great skill and great aplomb,
Forgot
he,
to add my agility bonus. I don't know what my agility bonus is.
your agility bonus is the tens number from your agility score. So if you're 33, then you have 30 and so on.
Okay, in that case, it just would have been 8.
Okay, so we have
Math.
8. Math. Okay. So Lucius rolled 8. Rachel, what did you roll?
11.
11. Volk, what did you roll?
A tenor.
10. Hello. And let's see what these guys roll. 1d10 plus.
Just assume it'll be better than me.
8. So yeah.
Wasn't that the same? Didn't you have a
Yeah,
tenor
it's
too?
dead on actually.
Yeah,
So we'll say that you get the jump on them, I guess. So they'll go last because I'm a kind, benevolent
Aw.
GM, you know.
Will.
So, oh Will, Novia, it is your turn. So, what you up to, gal? These guys
Right.
just burst into the room, and they like go to reach for their guns and start shooting at you. There's two of them, really big, thick, heavy-set guys with some pretty nice-looking weaponry on them.
Okay. Yeah, Navaya's already freaked out by what she's just seen, as I certainly am, since I've got that image in my head now. So she's... Stop it, Skag, stop it. So she's going to go to like, it came through the window, it came through the cupboard, and just tries to run through the door.
Okay, there's going to be no like getting past these guys unless you're trying to somehow barrel through these two heavy guys. There is a window you could dive out of.
I'll dive out the window. I'd rather dive out the window than spend any more time in this room with this thing.
Okay then, so roll me an agility check. In fact, roll me an acrobatics because you're trying to jump out of the window, and I don't believe you're trained in
And before
acrobatics.
Touchpad says anything, yes, I know I'm going to lose a point for lying. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Target modifier?
Target modifier, I'll give you +10 on this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
So that is a success. So we see Novia say, it was them, it came from out of the window, and then dive through the window. Which was clearly not open or broken before. So it, beggars belief how this creature would somehow fly through here. They instead actually seems much more likely that it might have come out of that evil snake-looking box which is on the desk. But no, it came through this window, look! As you fly
Look, it came through just like this.
Let me show you guys. Imagine this, but in reverse. So you're gonna take a D5 of damage rather than a D10 as you land outside here. So you take 4 as you land in shattered glass and on the pavement below. And you've drawn the attention of a lot of people because you've just broken a window in the Wheel of Fate and jumped out. So the crowd's outside.
Look, they just chucked me out the window.
Oh.
And yes,
Another point of damage.
Another point, yeah, you're just killing yourself here, Rage. Stop killing yourself. Stop killing yourself. Liesel, we're playing Dark Heresy. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask. What floor? Yeah, we're on the 9th floor up here. You're actually only on the 1st floor. You didn't go up any levels. I didn't describe you going up any levels, so I'll be kind. That takes it to Volkar's turn. So Volk, what are you doing, my friend?
He will start using the new acquired silenced laser pistol. So he will shoot 1 or 2, and it doesn't really matter as they are both in good health and so on.
Oh.
So he will go for ballistics.
He's going absolutely ballistic.
They should be quite easy to shoot them.
Yeah, they're like at point blank, so you can get a +20 on this one. They just busted into the room. So.
Yeah. Them.
Oh man.
But
no.
it's a silenced gun though, so
It's true. It's true. So yeah, as you fire some shots
I will
out.
do a second shot as well.
Okay then.
But that doesn't really do it anyway.
69 isn't enough. Should have saved that for the Spider Queen. So you
Couple of intimidation shots.
yeah, these are warning shots. Look, I am Volkar to Decker. You shoot the
Roar!
yeah, hear me roar. The silence gun. So yeah, nothing actually happens. Jeez, are we really on 2 more twists? Oh dear lord. That takes it to Lucius. Your turn.
Boy, oh boy, I'm gonna
23
run
tweets.
directly at them and smack them with a shield.
Does he hit the gamblers behind it? Yeah, he you probably shoot it out into the pandemonium outside, which erupts in like the gambling halls. So, like gunfire, and everyone's like running. Donations alerts off. Yes, they were fucking around. Thanks so much to Innuendo. He just donated £15. He said 1 wild magic cast per person. All right, and thanks so much, Innuendo. Sorry about Twitch alerts. I'm gonna fix them after this show, hopefully.
How are we casting more wild magic? I don't even know what my first one was.
They are down, unfortunately. So,
You don't know what your first one was yet, do you?
No, I don't.
we're gonna get to that in a moment here. So, thank you so much to Innuendo. Can you all roll me a D10,000? And this is, of course, exclamation point D10K. You can see the table here, folks, and you can see what it is. It's only £5 to donate for a wild magic surge, kind of wild magic phenomena, psychic phenomena, which happened here. Oh, Lucius, that's a big roll. So big. So big. So Lucius rolled 7933. That's 79. Oh my god. So we're.
Let me. You're not going to tell me this one either, are you?
I'm gonna tell you this one. When it happens. When this one happens, it's gonna come in. So it won't happen just yet. So let me write it down. So I remember it. Okay. So Noviator rolled 792. So
did.
let's go up to see what happens
No
to
more me
Novia.
losing health. I already told 2 lies, lost 2 health points.
It's a lie. Oh my god, Novia, you have developed an intense craving for dirt and mud. It's intense. You just,
Lucius can relate.
yeah, exactly. Like, you spent a bit of time with Lucius, and now you realize, like, man, this dirt thing that he was doing, like, that's pretty good. I need some of that shit. Whether or not it's like a mud bath like you want, or you just want to rub some dirt in, just get a little dirty.
He had something going there with the dirt.
Yeah, he's definitely onto something big.
I'm gonna hug Lucius and just rub the dirt onto my face. I mean, there you go.
Alright then, so dirty. And finally, Volkart, the insane man. 700 dead on. Oh my god. Caster cannot open doors without first saying, "Open sesame."
Oh,
Somehow I feel like that works for the character.
Yeah, it kind of works, Oh, that's good. Thanks so much to Innuendo for that generous donation. You're all okay. So roll me the shield attack, and I'll tell you what happens on your magic surge here.
Goody. All right. Do I click damage or hit?
Roll
Hits
hit first.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I figured.
it's separate things on this system.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Okay, nailed it. So 24. So roll me that damage on that. Remember, you got a
Oh!
D8. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. So that D8 is doing magic here. So you kind of like bash him with the shield, and the wild magic surge means that the target's corpse deflates, and so you I'm gonna say the target is actually him rather than your corpse completely deflating into a balloon. So you like smash him with the shield, and you smash him so hard that like a balloon, like kind of air just like sinks down from him, and he actually goes like flying around the room like a balloon, right, when you let the air out from it.
And out the window.
Yeah. And
That
yeah,
looks up.
straight out the window, and then Novia looks up as she's slapped in the face by a balloon of flesh, as this man's deflated body just slaps you in the face, and hits you. So that takes it to the remaining thug's turn. He shouts on like some like common fingers like, "We need backup!" and he like sprays around the room with a submachine gun. So he's gonna do a kind of a spraying attack. I know, Flying Chair, pretty gross, right? So you guys are all super close, so he's gonna aim immediately hot at Volkart. So that is a hit, Volkart, I'm afraid. And we're gonna roll against Novia as well. Not Novia, sorry. What's your name? Lucius. So that's a
You would
miss.
have to leave out the window to shoot me right now.
Yeah, we might do it in a minute. But you seem preoccupied with the balloon on face thing. It's all good. So he shoots you, Lucius. He's going to roll damage on this one. So he does 10 damage to you. So maybe take off your toughness bonus from that and take off any armor that you're wearing. And so it will probably be a little less. We're just one retweet away, guys. Just
I believe
one
that comes
retweet
down to
away.
7 then.
So make sure, if you haven't retweeted, it could be you to make us all happen. So,
But Scarlet, you should have like an armor that mitigates a little bit more than just the toughness.
Yeah, I've got my shield, which gives me a couple of bonuses on my armor, but
As I have like the flak jacket and whatnot, that gives me a 3, so
oh.
I get a 5 in the mitigate.
yeah. So yeah, I think you should have Imperial Guard armor now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Cool. So you should you can take that off from that. Okay. So that's the top of round 2. Novia outside with a balloon man on your face. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna try and ready my weapons because I know they're gonna try and find me at some point.
Okay.
I'm just gonna yell up encouragements like, Lucius, make yourself useful.
Okay.
Way ahead of you.
There, just don't say a word.
So why don't you... Are you doing anything
actually-
else? Or are you just doing that?
Can I actually get round to the front of the building?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay, I'll try and get round to the front of the building and try and attack these guards from behind.
Okay then. I mean, well, so they're within the building. You can see them from the window, but it's going to be a tough shot. You'd have to like run inside to be able to shoot them with
Can I
like a
just
clean
smash the
shot.
window?
Well, you jump from it, so you're going to have to climb back up in there, right?
Or the idea was to go around and go back in.
Yeah.
So you either...
Not actually not climb back through the window that I jumped through.
Okay.
No, I'll go around to the front of the building and I'll go to the way we actually went into the building in the first place and go all sneaky like and see if I can get a surprise attack on them.
Okay, sure thing. So roll me a stealth check. Roll me a sneak.
Sneaky.
Sneaky peeky.
So let's see if you can sneak back around into the gambling halls. Just do it yesterday, you said tomorrow.
No, I failed miserably.
That is a miserable failure. So they see you coming and he kind of like spots over his shoulder somehow. Probably like one of the guys gives like a tell like, oh no beer. And he like dodges back around to like take cover so you can't get a clean shot on him. But you are
Okay.
back in the gambling halls. Volkart, what are you up to? What is the plan?
Decker is kind of shaking the lace gun. Poorly shitty lace pistol. And it shoots 2 shots at the remain of 1. Or is there any more coming in?
There is one you see from you actually hear on his like comms thing like Roger that coming in. So like there is clearly backup coming on. Roger.
We
there's
get to
clearly-
25, by the way.
Oh shit! Holy shit! Okay,
Here we
then
go.
25 retweets. You guys know what happens. So you guys in chat get to decide what happens next, and hopefully our man Scarred Star can get on the straw poll. So underneath his line in chat there, you guys throw out your ideas. What happens next here in the gambling halls? They are fighting this man, and there are more thugs on the way, and they've actually just killed the poor fella, Grist, Papa Grist. So that is where we are currently. What do you want to happen next, guys? Throw it in chat, and we'll have another one happening at 35 retweets, and we'll have another one happening when we hit our next 100 follows. So if you haven't followed, hit that follow button and join us to catch up on all of our shows, and to make sure you never miss a single show. Rampaging Mammoth seems reasonable. Okay, then. So
I like
yeah, so that was Volkart's turn, I believe. Yeah, you were hearing folks
Yeah.
coming in.
So I will shoot off 2 on... no, I could aim for plus 30, plus 20.
Yep.
What is it? 20.
It's plus 10 if you take a half action, plus 20 if you take a whole turn to do it.
I
he is,
take it 20 and just
he is
do
point
1.
blank, so you'd also get a plus 20. So you...
Come on! Nope.
Oh man,
That
that was,
didn't-
that was not on the money.
Damn
So
it,
you,
lace gun!
Yeah, you just fire off again, off just over his head. You like dodges out of the way. Takes it to Lucius. Your turn. You're bashing this man with a shield.
Now that I've demonstrated the use of the shield, besides being a defensive component, I'm actually going to draw the sword that was sheathed at my side and take a swipe at the remaining guy next to me here.
All right then. Let's do that then.
Yeah.
That is a hit. So roll us that damage. You sir are a true stormtrooper. Point blank and missed. Welcome to the ranks of the stormtrooper army. Okay, so 8 damage. This one, because he hasn't got this wild magic surge on him. You can describe to me how you kind of like stab him through with a wounding thrust, but he is not dead at this point. So that's what happens, I guess.
As I draw my sword, I look over at this guy and kind of heft my shield in front of me, almost Spartan-like in stature. As I take my sword in hand and, with a sideways thrust, lodge it into his side, just underneath his rib cage, about 3 or 4 inches, just directly into his flesh with the side of the blade.
Nice. Very, very visceral. So he just grabs back up, call it back up. Roger. So he is going to just kind of like point blank, like turn his gun to you and try and shoot you, Lucius. As you're so close, so he's gonna roll 71. It's not good enough, even the fact he's point blank. So you manage to just like get the gun out of the way as it's like he's like doing the thing where he's trying to turn it towards you. You're doing the thing where you're trying to turn it back to him, and you're stuck in this. You're stuck in this this moment. It's actually rather erotic. You look into one another's eyes, and you realize, wow.
I've already got something inside him, so.
Right, yeah. The penetration only goes more penetration. So you actually hear like the sound of a bunch of people running, like armored thugs, like running into the room on their turn as well. So they're about to turn the corner. Now, Via, you see these 3 guys, pretty heavily armed, like running from back up straight into the room. You've got a shot at the 3 of them. You've seen them coming, so you can do whatever you want to do here.
Ooh, suggestions. Okay, yeah.
Really, a dirty mind. What can I say, Maximus? What can I say?
Wouldn't you like to know? Yeah, I'll have a free shot at as many of them as I get my hands on. So can I have 3 free shots, maybe 1 at each of them, or just the 1?
So you can do like a what weapon are you using?
Last pistol.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think it has like a burst setting on the last pistol. So you can take 2 separate shots at the 2 guys.
2 separate shots at the first 2 that come my way, then.
Sure. So let's see. Rachel
First.
turns into a drow called Richard.
Oh, for goodness sake!
I added on the bit called Richard. So the first one is a miss. First one just goes.
And the second one's
second one's an even worse miss. So you don't find your aim. You guys are not doing too well here. So you try and put them off, but they're running through the crowd, so it's a difficult shot. So you're trying not to shoot too many patrons as well. So
fair enough.
that takes it to Volkart's turn again. What is up, my friend?
I'm cursing the manufacturer, the Stormtrooper Inc.
Sure.
Trying with the is there anybody inside, or are we trying to get out now?
Well, that's the question. You hear these guys like about to turn the corner. You can stay and fight. You could run.
What Decker will do is whip out the tablet, take a picture of the dead cowboy, and jump out the window.
All right then. So you want to use the data slate? You say. Well, can you roll
My
me?
data slate.
Your data slate. Okay.
Decker takes his data and takes a selfie of him with the dead corpse.
Looking good, girl. Yeah, you yeah, okay, so you I'm looking at all these ideas. So you take the selfie, you want to jump out the window, roll me this agility check, see if you can land with like a nice tuck and roll. Or if
Fail.
Let's see. There's the agility.
yeah.
It's a straight agility check.
I'd give you because you're taking a selfie, I'll give you a plus 20.
How we roll it?
And let's get a straw poll in chat, guys. Go ahead and vote. Then we go see what
It was close, though.
Oh, it was close. You're gonna take unfortunately. You're gonna take the D10. You're not gonna take the D5 of damage. You can of course take your toughness bonus away and your armor. So you take 8 falling damage, and then you can get
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah. Worth it. Checking the picture. Worth it.
So worth. So you are going towards Lucius's turn. So you just jump out and like crash through on the street. You're the second person to break through this glass and jump down here. So that was Volkar's turn. Lucius, it appears that your friend Volkar has abandoned you. He's out the window at this point.
All right. Well, I guess seeing as that everyone else seems to be leaping out this window, readily leaping, suppose I'll just kind of, yank my sword back out of this guy and follow suit. No need in getting left behind.
Right, yeah, makes sense. So you want to roll an agility check to jump out here?
Yeah.
Alright then.
Not good.
Not good.
Not so hot.
Rough.
That's 69. Not good enough. So let's roll a d10 and see what happens. So 9. Ouch. You land on top of Volkar, and he's particularly spiky. And it's pretty painful. So that is not looking so hot for the Vulcan, for the Lucius. Something wrong with my browser, my internet. I can't read the score poll. This my Twitch alerts isn't working as well.
Yeah, there are a couple of them that is interesting.
Sure. Do you want to read out some of them that are in the lead?
Yeah, there is one that is giving Rage spider mount.
Oh, for goodness sake!
Oh,
No.
really?
Yeah. And we have a spider assassin that comes in and starts swiping and killing people that help in the party.
That works for me.
The one that is kind of standing out is that Rage and Scarlet realizing that the awesome power of the Skagaf leg, and they started spreading the word of the automatic leg, the god. That is kind of cool.
Perfect.
Or the leg kind of grows into a body.
Oh.
The hail leg.
Nice. nice. Okay, Len. So let's we'll get to that in a minute. We'll let you guys vote. You have to let me know when the vote's in properly and stuff. But all right, then. So that's Volkar's turn. It was Lucius's turn. The Fug is gonna take a shot out the window at you, Lucius, seeing as you've shot him. It's not gonna be an easy shot. 52 actually isn't enough. And you see the other guys just like running into the room. Alex Barbecue says, so long since I played Dark Heresy, best RP going to be. Yeah, we're having a good time, Alex. If you're new, my friend, and you want to catch up on the show, you can do ! Catch up, and you can find out what's happening. Previously, we're currently just in a currently in a firefight between some thugs and our players here, as they ended up assassinating a local crime lord for the Emperor. So also, if you guys are new, hit that follow button to make sure you can catch all of our Dark Heresy shows in the future. So, it's very kind, my friend. So, they take a pot shot, but Novi at the top of the turn, you realise that you're in the place now. You're in the gambling halls, and the three folks are starting to see who they're starting to turn to see who shot at them. And
Yeah.
it's it's your turn. You're stuck in the gambling halls. You see your friends jump out the windows.
Oh, good. They're jumping to safety. That means I'll run back out to try and catch up with them.
All right then.
Out the way.
So, that sounds to me as if it could be a cheeky agility just to run out here. I'd give you athletics, but seeing as you're not trained in athletics, it's unfair.
I'm not. No.
So,
See, you're not- I knew you could be nice sometimes.
oh yeah, this is before I kill you. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before the
Target.
so let's get yeah, I give you like a +20 because you're just running back out again, so
Nice.
the
Oh,
well.
come on!
oh damn, so you do run out, you do get out, but you don't get out in time. One of them's going to turn and take a pot shot towards you. See, he's just firing mercilessly into the crowd basically. So he's going to aim, he's going to shoot, and a 90 is not enough. He actually shoots the civilian who gets shot by his las gun, military issued las gun as well. Okay.
Ouch.
So I will look at that in 1 second anyway. Let me get to that in just a moment, buddy. So that means that we do have to take it to the Volk himself. What is the plan, Volkart? You're outside here in the street.
Getting up, realizing he's pretty hurt. Staggers away a little bit, peeking through the corner, see if Novia is behind there. No clue where she went. So
Yeah, true.
trying to use a little bit of awareness.
In fact, you
and-
probably see her just running out at this point. I'll give that to you. You just see her like running out like under fire, like.
Just dive. I like diving out of windows, diving out of doors. You know, I mean.
Much diving as you can get, really. That's what you want.
So heading down, getting up and trying to find some cover and blending in. I mean, if it takes me a couple of blocks, that's maybe what I will do.
Okay.
Trying to see if I get some notice of the Novia, so she sees where I go.
Okay, and thanks so much, just came through. Thanks so much to Innuendo, he donates £20. Thanks so much, Innuendo, incredibly generous. How about a mammoth mount for Skageth? Seems reasonable. Seems reasonable.
Oh, I love it.
So,
Are you trying to like, be incognito in the crowd? Because I don't think that's going to last very long.
so Skageth, you're like, you know, you're trying to look around here, trying to find if there's an exit or anything, see if you can get out. You suddenly spot. It's awful. You splot everywhere. You were just playing Splatjack earlier. This is the first time I've ever had a mammoth in one of our games as well. I'm pretty excited. Genuinely, yeah, it's the first mammoth we've ever seen. So you actually you jump in and you look over, and as you pick yourself off the ground, you see this huge mammothing creature. It's a real mammoth. It's a real titan. It's just like it's part of the circus. It's part of the festival. It's clearly one of from the freak show, like the circus, like the animal bit where the ringmaster comes out and and now for the mammoth, because that's 40k we don't have elephants. And this huge mammoth is coming along, and it appears to be kind of AWOL. Its owner, clearly probably from the circus, doesn't appear to be. With it, and in fact you see in a distance there's a man running after the mammoth bring back my mammoth, and it's got a easily climbable a ladder up to kind of howdah on top of it. So so do you want to get on this mammoth, Skageth, to ride away to victory into the sunshine?
Oh, so tempting.
So it basically just stops in front of you and starts blocking up the street. So there's no real way through.
Well, what could go wrong?
Yeah.
This could be the day I get a cool mount.
Exactly.
Precious is more than on board with this plan.
Yeah. You guys look at the mammoth, you look to each other, look at the mammoth, nod. Fuck. So, no words if you said, "What's up? I'm a wizard. How you doing, my friend?" We're doing good. We just had a fucking mammoth enter. So, yeah, am I right in thinking you're climbing up the mammoth at this point, Volkart? Okay. You can, of course, take the time to name the mammoth if you so wish to, Skageth. So, that takes it to Lucius. Are you similarly climbing up on mammoth?
Oh yeah, I'm getting on this thing.
All right, so you're very high up at this point. You're you're kind of on the level of rooftops, and you see the thugs down below. You also see Navia kind of running out and looking at the fact that you guys are on the back of a mammoth. Are you trying to get the thing moving? Because if you do, you could make some kind of check to get it moving in some way, or you can shoot back down and back at the thugs who are in the window.
What sort of check would I need to make to get it moving? And would I have any bonuses on it for just being more partial to animals than I am to people?
Okay then. So it would be I don't think there's an animal handling in this. It's I guess it's a navigate check, because technically it's a mount. Technically.
True.
This is you're gonna get.
I'd let you roll a fellowship if you want to just be kind to the creature. Or if you just want to slap the thing, you can roll some kind of intimidate to get it going. It's up to you really. You can fluff how exactly.
I'm gonna go for fellowship.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah!
Look at that.
Damn it.
This
Speak
mammoth is
language.
Yeah. Oh, damn. So, target 28. Yeah. Lee Mammoth is going. We've had some suggestions for the name in chat. Stompy, Rufus, Lee. Oh wait, no, that's actual Lee. You could call him Mammoth Lee. Pretty rude though. So you you start getting this thing going, just, and it starts like. God, obviously, I have no idea what Mammoths fucking sound
I was gonna
like.
say, I love your Mammoth impression. It's fantastic.
And the mammoth stops going, and it starts starts stomping through. You braid its hair and have a pillow fight with it.
Yeah, you braid the Mammoth's hair.
Yeah, it's Mammy the mammoth.
This kind of changed a couple of ideas I had with us getting a ship. We need a bigger ship now. We need a freighter.
We need a freighter. Yeah. What's up, Redundant UK?
What you don't understand, Decker, is this is your ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They can fly.
I need like rockets on it.
All right then. So that takes it to that guy's turn. So the Fugs are gonna kind of run outside. Is it on manual or auto? They're gonna take some shots at Novia. So Novia, a 13, an 81, a 78, and a 68. So you get one shot against you. Pretty lucky there, and a hail of fire which comes down. You take one shot. You get hit for a total damage of 8. Minus your toughness and armor. So you take a shot to the leg as he just kind of fires down with his las gun towards you. So get that voting going, guys. I can't see all the votes are currently on, but I know that they're tied. So make it happen. So that's their turn. Novia, you're running outside. You're being shot at. Your friends are up on the back of a mammoth. What are you doing?
Yeah, I just run out of the store. Go. Where did you get that from? And just suddenly go like, actually no, don't. I'm not gonna bother asking. And just run after them and try and climb up the mammoth myself.
Sure. Okay.
So acrobatic.
That works for me. I'll give you a plus 20.
Nice. Oh come on! Oh my roll sucks so much.
Dear me. That is not too hot whatsoever. 80 target 59 in. So yeah, you attempt to climb up on the back of this thing. You are making your way up there, but it's not a very quick process. You're still going to be getting shot at. Skag, could you check the straw pod for me, just to tell me what they're on? Somebody apparently has broken the tie, so whatever's highest at this point.
It's the grey one. I really dislike.
We got my favorite.
Yeah, I just
how
thought
they
straw
have
pod stuff.
made the new one.
Yeah,
So the one that is broken the tie is that the leg welds itself to Skag's body, giving him a third leg and one random ability from Bjorn,
oh wow.
and that's been Bjorn, the previous owner.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll think of the random ability for Windbjorn for next time. Let me write that down. Windbjorn ability. Okay, then. So, as this happens, as you see yourself climbing up on the back of the mammoth, you're like, yes, everything is going so well. I've got a mammoth. You feel like the leg of the emperor, which is like coming at this point. It's kind of like out of your out of your shirt at this point. You've got the legs here. Stuff it back down. You stuff it back down as you normally do, but you feel it getting like stuck to you, and it like the flesh from it like melds itself to yours, and you have this like third leg permanently like stuck here in your clothing. And you're like, I can't push it down. I can't push it down. The foot is here, and the foot is in your face. It's a really good time to have a foot fetish, but for anyone else, it's pretty weird. You got stinky foot in your face.
Oh.
You can't push it down. It's just melted. So yeah, avoided the Spider-Man this time around, luckily. Although it can still be donated. So you're not in the clear yet. You're never truly safe until it's over. Athletes
Touchpad said that he has wanted to say this for so long. Skaggy him with your third leg. So yeah.
Oh dear Lord.
I love it.
Yeah, so let's move that on. Anyway, so that was does it smell like cheese? Yeah,
Just
that's pretty
flirt
cheesy.
with the ladies. See what happens now. I want to see what happens now.
Toss an air freshener on it, it'll be fine.
The cheese of the
Well,
emperor.
it should smell of bacon or something like that.
I don't know what feet you've been smelling, but or what you do with your
It
feet.
smells of the emperor. It should be good.
Roll wild magic. Your feet are now an aphrodisiac.
Huh. You guys are escaping on the back of the mammoth here. Skagger, do you have a name for your mammoth mount?
Now, which one was kind
We
of
can
cool?
we can ask chat for some suggestions if you'd like.
No, we can have a small poll for which name we could give it.
I'm very partial to Mammoth McMammoth Face.
Yeah, that's not like the boat.
Play with both face, yeah.
The boat or...
Alright guys, alright, so for out in chat your favourite ideas for a name of a mammoth, and Skagger will choose his favourite. Let's see what so you guys are riding away, the folks are like chasing after you, but quickly they are, you're starting to lose them because you're on the back of a giant mammoth, which can go a lot faster. However, they are still like tracking you. So whereabouts are you guys headed whilst you are still being kind of chased?
Somewhere safe? Ish?
Where is somewhere safe, Richard?
I don't know.
So you're up on the back of the
planet,
mammoth.
We've only been on this planet for like a day and a half, maybe 2, and we're already just got into so much trouble.
Yeah, you said keep a low profile. Now you're on the back
I
of
didn't-
a mammoth. Alright, chat says Mammoth McMammoth face.
Or call it bitch.
Cool.
What is it?
Alright guys, so
Snuffleupagus! Call it Snuffleupagus!
you're on the back of Mammoth McMammoth face. No Rito, please. We have appeased you, chat. We have appeased you. You are the true power in these waters. You're heading through the town. I imagine there might be some discussion as to about where you're headed, because it seems like Lucius is driving this thing. So, what does that conversation sound like? I guess.
Beep beep.
This vehicle is reversing. So, where are you headed? Any ideas?
Decker is
I'm just clicking
go
on the deal.
like outside and we will fix things from there. And the kind of taps Lucius on the back. Go outside.
Okay.
Lucius just kind of nods and steers the elephant the proper way, or mammoth rather. It's not an elephant.
Right.
Head to the pub.
Too good to be an elephant.
You don't know where always go to the pub. Very true, Redan, a true Brit. So I'll remind you guys, if you're enjoying the show and you're following along, hit that follow button and join us. It's the best way to keep up with all of our shows. After this show, we've got the Pirates of Cold Harbor starting, where the group of us are all playing piratical shenanigans on a dragon ship, not a mammoth ship, unfortunately, and sailing away out to find some ancient treasure. And also we're gonna hit 20. We're going for 35 retweets for a second viewer decision. So if you want justice, if you want your one to happen, then we need 10 more retweets, and we can see what happens there. Yeah, the best way to keep on a schedule is just exclamation point schedule. Right? We will never forget.
Rest in fleece.
Rest in peace, lest we forget Smeagol. So you're headed outside of Zykarth. Why don't you roll me one more fellowship check just to see how friendly Mammoth Face is feeling whilst you're riding him. How does he feel about being ridden?
Ugh,
Does it good feel or?
Not keen on it at all.
not a fan.
No, he is not liking it. So it's actually taking you a fair amount of time to get out of the city. You're kind of struggling to control him. He often is like distracted by food, and he goes off in different directions, and so you have to like really try and get him to turn around in order to convince him to do it. It takes you a long time to get out, and by the time that you are out, the local authorities are more than aware that there's a rampaging mammoth around town. led by 3 unknown individuals. And as you're kind of heading out of the city, there is like a platoon of the Adeptus Arbites who are kind of following you out here, and they kind of run up alongside you. And actually, like, some of them are in like in a hovercraft, and you see like they've got one of those like big speakers, and like he like rides up beside you on your Mammoth, and he's like, sir, please pull over. Sir, please pull over. And there's these like sirens going.
Was he one of the thugs or more officials?
No, he's one of the police.
Yeah. And are we outside now, or?
No, you're coming outside. You're like nearly out of the city. It's nearly out of our jurisdiction. Once he crosses the border, we can't do anything.
No, Decker is doing the info. What is that? Keep going, Lucius. What?
Sir, please pull over. Sir, please. We don't want to have to shoot the Mammoth.
the what?
Does Lucius hear him say that?
Yeah.
The Mammoth stops.
Thank you, sir. And he like remains hovering to you, and he says, he calls out. He says, "Excuse me, do you have the papers for the Mammoth? This has been marked as a stolen vehicle."
License plate.
Yeah, please send me your license, please, sir. You do have your Mammoth license.
Decker kind of slides off or climbs down.
Slides. I don't think anyone can slide off a Mammoth. Oh god. Ooh.
Hello.
So you climb down off the Mammoth, and there's this kind of captain here who like puts he's like thank you for coming. Oh, thanks for coming down. Sir, do you have your Mammoth license?
What?
Your Mammoth driving
we
license.
We were riding, and we were supposed to have a good time, and they were not giving us a good time. So we want to get off. It belongs to the circus or whatever the poorly run establishment are. Take it back. I don't want to go with this anymore.
He says, so this has been marked as a stolen vehicle, so unless you have any identification, we're going to have to charge you for Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Mammoth.
Grand Theft Mammoth.
Grand Theft Mammoth.
We were giving money to ride it. We were not stealing it. How can you steal?
Who did you pay, sir?
Well, a man holding it. You want a ride, you can pay a couple of hundred, and I gave him 200.
Roll me a persuade. Roll me like a charm.
Deceive.
Deceive, yeah, deceive. Actually, that'd work even better. Slides off Mammoth like the Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah. What's up, Sue? How are you, my dear? Good to see you today. Hopefully, exams aren't doing too badly. Alright, so 51, it's like... It's close. It's close. He's like, he can see like why that would be a potential like story, but he doesn't necessarily buy it. What's up, Twitch? Tabs up Twitch, and Kenji, what's it going on? Like Twitch themselves are in the building. Yeah. He says, well, unless you've got any proof, we're gonna have to charge you, I'm afraid. This Mammoth needs to be taken back to his owner. This is the famous Mammoth McMammoth face.
Levi's just lying on top of the Mammoth going, why me? Why is it always?
He's a prize Mammoth.
I bet he is. So, charge the holder and let us be on our way.
He says, if you'd like to come with me, sir, and you too, as well. Could you come down, please, from the Mammoth? Could you please exit the Mammoth, sir?
The guy just goes fine, just like rolls off the edge of the Mammoth.
Sir, please exit the Mammoth.
Exit?
When did I enter?
Unlocks the front door of the mammoth.
Opens the boot.
I want to know what the back door's for. I mean,
No, but he
Hello.
very cautiously gets off the mammoth, taking very careful care not to harm it in any way.
Okay.
I didn't harm it when I came
Um,
off. I just hurt myself.
Novia, tell this gentleman what I just said. Describe our situation and that we want to go.
Yeah, okay. Nevaeh stands up and just, like, she's got dirt all over. She's going, oh, actually, I quite like this. This looks good. I like this. Just starts rubbing the dirt into her skin and everything. And
Wrap it
she
all
looks... Let's wrap it all in. And,
in. They're all dirty.
she looks like... What seems to be the trouble? I heard something about a stolen mammoth. Can you explain?
Yeah, he says, yes, it appears that you have stolen this mammoth. It was marked as a stolen vehicle, and you don't have any papers for it. This man here, he says, Mr. Decker, he says that you were paying for a ride on the mammoth. Well, there's no account of that from the owner.
No, well, I believe Mr. Papa Grits gave it to us to actually travel, to take it somewhere. I mean,
Grist is
like-
a known felon.
we didn't know this at the time, I'm afraid.
Well,
We were given orders at gunpoint. What did you expect us to do?
you were given the mammoth at gunpoint.
Yes.
You're gonna take this mammoth and you're gonna like it.
I know, touchpad, I know. Minus one health, I know.
We were given the
I'm
mammoth.
gonna die with fire.
Take the mammoth. Take it. You better take this mammoth from me.
Oh, I'm all good at this RPing thing.
Okay, I guess I'll take the mammoth, sir. Yes, of course, I'll take the mammoth. You better. You better take this mammoth and you better ride it out of town. I don't want to see this mammoth again.
Take your friends with you.
You all can take the mammoth. It'll be a nice holiday for you. Yeah. Have a nice holiday on the mammoth. On the house.
It's like an evil villain that tries really hard to be evil but winds up helping people.
Oh,
Oh my lord.
My RP skills need work. Okay.
We were given the mammoth at gunpoint. Given the mammoth at gunpoint? Yes. Yes, we were. He says, "All right then," and then they like start to like kind of cuff you, take you away. It's like, we'll see the captain about this. And they start kind of taking up. They're taking the mammoth with them. One of the policemen kind of gets up there and he starts like riding the mammoth face back. And you soon find yourselves in a cell with a different captain who you're unfamiliar with. You're in a different part of the city, so it's huge, you know, so you don't have the same.
We've got no wind beyond to save us this time.
Yeah. Yeah, you find yourselves with this female captain
Oh.
of the.
Oh God!
All we had to hear.
And it's
You're
just
flirting with every woman apart from the one you're traveling with. Like, what's
a
wrong with
savage. What's wrong with her, Skaggle? So you.
was it that Richard?
It's called Richard. It would be all over that, but unfortunately, it's called Richard. Kind of a turn off.
Guys, we're gonna have words later.
Wow. So you, that's a promise. You find yourselves in here with this woman. You're kind of like cuffed up. You sat down in chairs, and she says, "Right, yeah." She's like looking at data. Like, you have been charged with Grand Theft Mammoth
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
for stealing a mammoth face.
Oh. Yeah.
That is, you pleading guilty to this?
No.
You admit to it?
No.
Okay. So, the charge, once you go to court, will be at least 3 years for Grand Theft Mammoth. It's pretty, it's a very important and high-level crime. We have to take it seriously whenever it happens. You'd be surprised at the amount of Grand Theft Mammoth which has been going on in Zykarth recently, and we're really cracking down on it here. So, tell me, is there any reason why you were doing this? Any mitigating circumstances? The sergeant told me some crap you'd said about.
Are
being
we in
held
her
at
office
gunpoint.
or is she in our cell? Are we a
You're in
little
her
bit
office. Yeah, you're in her office.
Yeah. So Decker, well, we are actually trying to, and he shows the badge or the patch from the Inquisitor.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
We better
so-
not try and use that too much. We might get into serious trouble.
Yeah, so
No.
you show her the thing up there on the screen, the big eye for Inquisition, and she kind of looks at it and says, "Where did you get this?"
No, the thing is that we are trying to infiltrate and get the Drist more subdued than.
You were trying to infiltrate the city by riding on top of a giant mammoth.
No, that is a later point.
Not
but
only
bear
a
with-
giant mammoth,
No.
the most famous mammoth around, Mammoth McMammothface.
Yeah, true, but that was not the point leading up to this.
Okay.
The point is that we were trying to infiltrate, and we were coming to the point we actually had him somewhat cracking to our interrogation, where he got this package delivered to him, and an alteration happened. We fled out, and the
So-
big, nice mammoth kind of stood our way and almost pleaded to us, "I can help you."
So we've got 5 eyewitnesses.
Helped by the mammoth. So I would rather say that we were being helped by the mammoth rather than we were stealing it.
I see. Well, we have at least 5 eyewitnesses, counting for the fact that you were in a gunfight with Papa Grist and his folks, and you were also alone in a room with him when he died. And then there were gunshots.
Well, there are probably some witnesses that say
So
that
who's to
part is
say you
true.
didn't kill some Inquisitor for this, and then you're on to Grist as well?
Nobody can kill the Inquisitor. It's impossible.
Exactly.
Well, that's not true. Inquisitors die.
No.
No, they don't.
Well, maybe you just stole it off of him.
Just to kind of laugh.
I was gonna say, have you actually ever tried to steal something from an Inquisitor?
No, I'm not a criminal.
No. And anybody who does try to steal from them gets shot
I
straight
suppose
away.
you'd know, would you? She's like holding
I've
onto it and sits it down on her desk. You got any other evidence?
Evidence of what?
The fact that you are indeed working for the Inquisition?
And Decker pulls up his tablet.
Slate. Use the wiki slate.
Give her the wiki.
There's a lot of things in this wiki page about me. I edited it myself. So it shows a little bit that probably some logs that he is a adept.
Oh, dude, yeah, tables on Twitch. Sorry, dude. Yeah, the Twitch alerts is down at the moment for the next hour. No, for half an hour. I'm not gonna have Twitch alerts up. It's fucking around. But thank you so much, my friend. It's gonna be up on the next show. He says, about time I showed some appreciation for you guys. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much, Tabletop Twitch. Just a huge shout out to our friend over there, Aaron, who does great work on a bunch of D&D stuff. So if you haven't already followed Aaron at Tabletop Twitch, I encourage you to go and do that. He's got a great channel. Streams loads of the time. So great place to see some new D&D channels popping up. And if you want to affect our game, my friend, and you can give people wild magic surges or that sort of stuff, so check in the donation stuff below, and you can fuck with it, guys. Thanks so much, my friend. That's incredibly generous, and yeah, no, happy to support you as well, my friend. That's very, very kind of you, sir. Very kind. So let's say she's. So what kind of part of the slate are you showing her? What kind of wiki pages are you showing her?
Not the wiki page
Okay.
tablet. My own tablet.
Okay, so you're showing her like
it should-
emails and stuff, maybe like
Yeah.
from
So-
Inquisitor X, you know.
Yeah, but nothing really that, secret stuff, but enough
Yeah,
that
yeah.
showing off.
Yeah,
that,
it's like, oh my god, this is magenta. She like looks at this is magenta level clear. And she like flicks it back. I shouldn't be looking at this. And she like passes it back to you. If you won't tell the Inquisitor that I looked at that, will you?
Provided you help us, we'll consider it.
Of course. She's like uneasy laugh. Hands back to the data slate without looking at it. Yeah, take it. And she says, well, how can I help? By the way, let's be honest, the Mammoth wasn't a good idea. Someone was bound to catch you.
It would have been a good idea if it kind of ran
No,
out. We could stealth away. It could
No,
have,
Decker, you cannot stealth on a mammoth. That's rule number 1.
could have worked. I like mammoths.
Yeah, not very good at the whole stealth thing, though. The mammoth got in our way. It just walked straight up to us. We didn't have a say in it.
Like mammoth face.
I think you have a say in whether or not you climb onto the back of a mammoth.
However, let's leave that part out, and we would appreciate. No, we would love it, and he kind of leads in. Love it if you would make the records disappear, so we could continue our investigation a little bit more subtle. I promise.
Very well. Subtlety works for me. Are you well equipped? We do have an armory here. We can equip you with some things.
Decker looks over to Lucius. How about your armor parts? Are you good at this point? Something broken?
He kind of looks over himself a little bit and nods, not in confirmation that he's good, but in confirmation that he could use some fixing up.
Okay. So she says, very well, I'll lead you down to the armory then. Table, top, leaning to you. Oh, what's up, Brian? Alright, so Tabletop Twitch says, well, it was my birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, my friend. Shall we do 3 times birthday rolls? Let's do that. Let's do some birthday rolls. So, the birthday table of madness, created by wonderful mods. Can you each roll me a D55? And you know what? Because it was Tabletop Twitch's birthday, I'm gonna give the Mammoth one as well. For birthday goodness.
Oh, that one.
Number 1.
Oh
No, I didn't roll it properly. My bad. Did I?
no,
No,
you rolled a 1.
no, I didn't.
No, yes.
No.
said
Oh, that was a shame. Oh, there we go.
Canada's best
Birdie.
DM, Mitch.
Disappointed then.
Alright, so let's do Lucius first. On 27, you gain Finbar's Hot Exclusives. Oh my god, so hot. A birthday card decorated with dried pasta and glitter. The card allows 1 casting of Legend Lore, PHB 254, which is D&D 5th edition. Polar spell. The card is consumed in flames for components and 1 free use of Fireball. Oh my lord. So that's
I love the look of confusion on Scarlett's face right now.
Volkart rolled a 30. You gained a straight in my basket. This small wicker basket hides a portable hole. In addition, if the owner can see this basket, they are able to throw items from any distance and they will land safely inside. It's going straight in my basket. If only you could remove the leg, you could put it in the basket. Alas, you cannot.
Taunt me, Will.
Taunt me, why?
Don't test me, child. I love the friendly atmosphere in the channel. Ah, so do I, Sue. You guys are all super nice.
Super
Aside from all the horrible things happening to the players right now. So Novia rolls 37. You gain the Drunkard's Sword. The hilt of a sword that gives off a strong whiff of alcohol. A confusing weapon roll to hit, as if a long sword, but for damage rolls, roll a 1d17. If an odd number is rolled, the sword grows long and solid, and does that amount of damage. On an even number, the sword swings promisingly, however bounces off the target flaccidly. So you gotta
Forgot about that one.
you gotta be careful that one. So 34, the
Yeah.
mammoth.
Beautiful.
The mammoth gains the yin yang brooch, a small brooch once worn by some flower-powered druid who no doubt got what was coming to him. When worn in view of someone you are talking to, they cannot tell you any lies. However, you cannot tell any truths to that person. So the mammoth is going to be able to speak from that one.
Yeah.
It's just
Now
got this
we'll-
thing dangling off a tusk.
It's got this like it's off a tusk. It's got this like big brooch on it, and it's like. So we're gonna.
Now, well, you got to come with a voice for a mammoth. Good luck.
Yeah, I will. Oh man, I gotta listen to Manny from Ice Age to be able to do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Sentient
Really,
mammoth,
really slow.
boys. Sentient mammoth. It's happening. So, perfect. She says, yeah, of course. And she like hands you each of these items. She gives you the sword. She gives you that. She gives you the brooch to the mammoth. And says, so, is there any other way I can help in your task? You want subtlety? We can keep the police away from you.
Is there a way to have badge of something that we could show if there are any questions from the police while we are standing in a corner, maybe?
Okay, I can give you this badge. She like kind of goes into a drawer, like gets out like a police badge sort of thing. So this will sell that you're an undercover agent. She like hands one to each of you.
I was expecting, yeah, she draws something on a piece of paper.
Like a little.
That will help you.
Gets out this crayon drawing. Here.
Of course you will have a badge. Why take this?
All right, and so she says, if there's nothing else, I'll let you keep the mammoth.
Oh, I know that Lucian. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Lucian. It's not that difficult to learn one name, surely.
Yeah, he loves the animal, so he would rather lovely take it. Actually,
All right then. So she says, well, of course, I'll make sure that the appropriate papers are handed out, and she actually goes and fills out some forms. She fills out this form very briefly, and kind of looks up. Okay. She hands it to you. This is your mammoth driving license. Congratulations.
Takes
Oh, hang on. Bonus. Boom. Got it.
So
Mammoth license.
oh, yeah. So you
Ooh, double miles.
hey, not bad. So yeah, you take this and you can head outside back to the mammoth. You see, it's got this like new like brooch over its one of its tusks, and as you like start like climbing onto it, he says, "Hey, careful there, man."
is he a hippie? Smoking. Hey man.
You start hearing soft reggae music as you board the mammoth.
Oh.
Man, be careful there. Where we going, man?
Decker, did we ever get that invitation?
No, that's our next objective.
We better go see your lake.
Might a little bit caviar. That was tasty.
Yeah. Okay. So you can remember every woman's name who flirts past you, but you can't remember one companion in your group.
No, yeah, I know your name.
And she points to Lucius. His name? Point made. Let's go see your girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
So,
says, just tell me where to go,
point
man.
made.
I guess I'm just a fucking taxi to you.
Lucius kind of reaches down and pets the mammoth's head a little bit to try and like relax it.
Reggae mammoth. Oh my god. Here,
Reggae
man.
No. Gameth.
Here, man. Where you want to go? So yeah, he says, I guess. So where are we gonna go then? Hey, we're just gonna
Well, see,
stand
I
here all
got
day.
it written down. Can you guys remember though?
To the spider nest of goodness.
To the Twilight Gardens.
Spider
same.
nest of goodness. Oh, I don't really like it there, but I guess we can go.
Take
We
us
have
as
to.
near as you can. We'll walk the rest. It's okay.
And
Thank
he,
you.
he starts like plodding off, stomping. Mammoth McMammoth face. Is it a space mammoth?
No.
I love the idea of a deeply depressed mammoth. Well, you know, if anyone wants
Deeply
a
depressed.
if anyone wants a wild magic surge for the mammoth, you know what to do to, to give it some spice, you know. He starts heading off. You start working your way back to the Twilight Gardens, where the Spider Queen is. And you know, it takes you a lot quicker now that you're on Mammoth face. It only takes you like an hour. He cuts your time down by 50%, and he kind of lets you climb off him as you get back to the gardens. And these women with like spider tarantula masks over their faces.
I can't put my feet on the floor again. Thank you.
They they kind of look at you as you come back in. Yes. I mean, yes. Sorry.
Damn this mask.
There's
You
apple
should
pips.
stop eating those apples. It's not doing you any good.
Oh, they're really good. Do you want one? So I pick some down.
No, I like my voice the way it is.
Apple.
Gotta get the.
Oh. Take one of my apples. It's very juicy and sweet, my dear. Nothing could go wrong.
You do that too well.
I've spent a lot of time playing Gruntilda in various chat rooms.
Wow. And you can find that in Live Jasmine. Everybody. Live Jasmine is a site for that if you're interested. Shout out to our sponsors, Live Jasmine.
Category furthest down, furthest down.
Can they store items in the trunk? She starts leading you back down into the main pavilion, back down through the cave tunnels into the Spider Queen's domain, where this very kind of scantily clad lady is sitting with a kind of wall of spiders that are just like crawling up and down the green screen projection which she has going, and she. Similarly, all these women are still around the room, and she says, "Ah, you've come back to me, Volkart.
Yes. I work my
Have you been a good boy and done what you've told?"
No.
real well. Yeah, and the Decky pulls up his tablet with the selfie picture.
Selfie picture.
No, oh, not that one, not that one. Oh, I love that one.
No,
That's-
let me see, let me see.
Oh,
Come
it's
closer.
my other category of selfies.
This is holiday mugshots.
She takes it and she starts kind of flicking through. Like,
It'll take a couple of days, maybe.
She saves a couple, sends it to her own data slate.
So you might want to skip a few of those. Yeah.
And then she says, "You've done as you were told. Very good, very good. Wine, everybody." And then it's like wine and food is brought. You're each given like a glass of red wine, a goblet rather, and so I've heard. Yeah, so she I start drinking, and she says, "Very well, you've held up your end of the bargain." And she one of the spiders brings down, kind of crawls down on a web, and she has this letter, and she just plucks it from the web and blows any cobwebs off, and then hands it out to you, Volkar. So you have to come close and get it.
Oh yes.
So she takes it away for a second as you go to take it, and then she gives it back to you. And then she says, "So won't you stay for dinner so we can celebrate? Dinner, everybody, food." And then these 3 big spiders come down from the ceiling. These giant ones again for you to sit on, and dinner is served on the back of the giant spiders.
Well, I am at least hungry.
I'm
And
sure it's...
Decker looks over at Lucius and Novia. Right? We are hungry, so we need to eat.
Navia sitting in the corner going, I don't like spiders, I don't like spiders, I don't like spiders, I don't like spiders.
Lucius just kind of shrugs and takes a seat as well, but he pockets a lot of food before he starts actually eating any himself.
Okay. So you start eating it, and can you all roll me willpower test as you're eating some food here and drinking a bit of wine? No reason. Yeah, it's just so we know, guys, it's Josh's birthday. It was Josh's birthday yesterday, so we're celebrating Josh's birthday today, properly, in this next game. So, want to see some happy birthdays, some ERP shores and stuff for Josh, but don't do it yet. Don't do it yet until he's in chat, until he's on screen.
I'm the only one who succeeds this check.
Yeah.
That's impressive. So Lucius, you see your other friends, like they start to like get smiles on their faces. They seem like really happy, like you're having a good time. Despite yourself, Novia, you kind of overlook like the spiders, and you just start getting into the food, and you kind of notice that the Spider Queen says, "Oh, why don't you stay for longer?" And then in unison, the two of them say, "Yes, forever."
Yes.
And on that bombshell, that is how we're gonna end episode 3 of Dark Heresy Tattered Fates. So that is quite the ending to leave it on. But we're not finished. We're only halfway into today's series of shows. We've got a Pirates of Cold Harbor coming up in just a few moments here. Piratical adventures on the 17 seas are in store for you in just a few minutes here. But let's go around, do some hooks and plugs. What did you guys in chat think of today's show? If you enjoyed the show, say some nice things about my players. Rachel, what do you think of today's show?
Really, really good. Just maybe a little ease up on the spiders next time.
Yeah, I think I'll double down actually, you know.
Already bad enough that when we go into the next game, there's gonna be spiders right there waiting for me.
Yeah, but your character will be fine with them. It'll be okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Alright,
You can at least think that you have been here a week.
I'm gonna have to be RPing so hard not to be scared of spiders next week. It is gonna be unbelievable.
So Tiger said show was good, but not enough spiders, I understand. Needs more mammoth. Yep. There's also some fun, good stuff in it. There's more, can't complain. Very good, very good. Alright then, so anything to plug? You guys got any projects that you're working on, things that you want to talk about? Skag, if you've got your own channel.
Yeah, I have my own at Skagaf.
I do.
Right here at Twitch. I'm gonna do some one-shots modules that I'm gonna create.
Nice.
I will do that, and it will be horror-based. So it will be cool.
Horror.
Let me guess.
Nice.
Spiders.
Spiders and legs, just legs
Nice.
jumping up and down.
That's what Skagaf likes, we know.
I'm calling it Pogo's Revenge.
Pogo catches up.
Oh man. Alright then, Scarlett, what did you think about your first time on the show here?
It was definitely a really fun first experience.
Good.
Without a doubt.
Good. You got any projects or things that you want to plug, or like a Twitter handle or anything you do in particular, or if not, it's fine.
I've got like one little side project that I'm working on, but I'm not sure exactly how much of the theme it would fit for this area because it's very much not anything kind of like this at all.
Okay, well, if you want to talk about it, feel free. If you want to take a quick moment to plug whatever it is you're up to.
Yeah, sure. I just as a little side project hobby of mine, I've got this little website that I run that it's nothing serious, it's nothing important, but for people who are familiar with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I am working on this little project where I'm going through tons of different websites, the entirety of the Stardust Crusaders Reddit page, and I'm pretty much just compiling every single little fan creation that I can find onto this website, just as kind of like a little shout out to all the different people that make things.
Nice, awesome. So go check it out outside if you want, guys. We're going to go on a few-minute break here. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the stream for a second because I need to try and fix my Twitch alert. So give me a minute. The stream's going to go down for 2 seconds, but don't go anywhere, guys. When we come back, we're going to have the Pirates of Cold Harbor. So don't fear that the fact the stream is going down. Nobody panic. when it goes down, because you've all heard
Right.
it's going to go down. No,
Flip
no
tape.
Rito, no Rito, and we'll be back in just a few minutes, so I can fix my Twitch alerts so everything gets working and stuff. So other than that, guys, thank you everybody who donated. Thanks so much to Tabletop Twitch, to Innuendo again, to Saxus, and of course Touchpad TV for your guys' donations. Very generous of you all. Thank you so much. And we'll be back here in just a few moments. And until then, guys, try not to roll too many now ones, because we want to be laughing. You're laughing when you do. And we'll see you in a few minutes for Pirate Streams going down once again. We'll be back in like 20 seconds. Don't go anywhere.
Ta-da!
Bye bye.